Welcome to the Taco Knights podcast. I'm your host, Keikoa, and with me tonight is Ben.
Hey!
And we have two extra special guests.
Happy Force Friday.
And Happy Force Friday, but we can't forget our two guests, and we do have. One of them being Claudia. And Carrie.
Hello.
This music does not mean anything that they are our special guests, which is weird that we picked that music as them being our special guests.
It's Force Friday.
So that is the reason why we picked it, because it's Force Friday. All the new toys are out. Did you get all your toys?
Did you get your BB-8?
You're the toy guy. You guys collect everything.
I kept calling it a BB-3 the whole time.
She's got the mini one, the BB-3. It's like on a marble.
I was like, oh yeah, go on YouTube, look at the BB-3.
He's like, what?
Don't look up BB-3 on YouTube.
It's dirty.
Yeah, everyone's going to look it up right now.
Yes, if you're looking it up, Taco Knights apologize.
Not affiliated with BB-3.
Exactly. Not actually affiliated with Force Friday. But Force Friday was when they were doing the release, right, of everything. Like, this is all the new stuff. Come and spend your money.
Yes.
And was it at Toys R Us?
Target too, right?
I don't even
No,
know.
it was everywhere.
It was everywhere. It wasn't...
Everywhere.
So everyone got the same stuff?
Everywhere. It was like 12 o'clock hit. Well,
midnight?
Midnight, but 12:01 hit. And then all of a sudden it was just, come on in.
So wait, was everything doing a midnight opening?
No, but like
Toys R Us, Target, Walmart.
Everything.
Oh, the websites.
Websites, Amazon.
Was there people waiting in line? Did you wait in line?
No. But I heard on the news, I think one of the Toys R Us people were waiting in line, like, around the store. That's how long the line was. And I think the last people didn't get in until like 3 or 4 in the morning. Because there are that many people trying to get toys.
One
I'm
of
like,
my
what?
coworkers' her boyfriend was actually hitting Targets today, trying to get all the. What is it? What's it called? I'm trying to think of the name. It's the car thingies.
No, I'm confused.
Cars?
Are we talking about the same movie again?
Pod
No.
racers.
Those?
Pod racers?
No, that's something Disney wants to forget about.
Oh, they don't. They're Jar Jars.
It's in the.
They're trying to get their Jar Jar surplus out.
It's on the far, far back burner.
The Hot Wheels. I guess they had Star Wars Hot Wheels.
Oh, the Star Wars theme.
Star Wheels.
Yeah. You know, the Hot Wheel cars were Hot Wheels cars that are like Stormtrooper themed or Darth Vader themed or.
I imagine them like just repaying the ones that didn't sound like, hey, look, it's Star Wars.
Yeah. Because it's not anything new. I guess these ones are probably more geared towards the new movie.
So
Force
they're not
Awakens.
they're not vehicles from the movie. They're just cars painted towards like to look like something from the movie. Is that what they are?
I don't know. I have not
They're
seen them.
kind of redesigned a little bit so they somewhat resemble the characters. Like the Stormtrooper car will resemble like the Stormtrooper helmet, kind of.
Wait, were those things that we saw? Was it Walgreens like a while back?
Yeah,
A while back.
but those are. These ones are designed more like the new Stormtrooper rather than the old Stormtrooper.
Oh, so they did probably just.
The old Stormtroopers out. It's all about the new Stormtroopers.
Yeah. The old Stormtroopers are part of the Empire, and the new ones are part of the First Legion or whatever they're calling it now.
Are they still bad guys then?
Yes.
Bad guy.
They're
Bad
just
guys.
not as bad?
Bad guys. Bad guys.
Medium guys? Well, because the Empire is still intact? Or has that been explained yet?
Spoilers.
Or is it a spoiler? I don't even know if they've said anything about it. Now that you've said that weird thing about first Stormtroopers or something, now I'm like, wait, what? Oh, the Empire, evil. The rebels, or did they win by now? Are they still rebelling?
Um,
I guess we'll have to watch the movie to find out. Okay, that's good.
Yes.
So wait, the toys came out today, and this is September the 4th. September the 4th. And then the movie comes out in December 4th. I don't know, sometime in December. But they need to get your toys on for the movie that you haven't seen yet. I mean, I saw that BB-8 out
See
there.
what you did? You did it on
Now
purpose.
it's out there now. Now everyone will think BB-3. But what else were they selling? Like just Star Wars toys in general, or what other cool
No, it
things?
was Star Wars everything in general.
Oh.
Toys, action figures. Well, that's part of toys, but for the collectors, the collectible figurines.
The hard. So that's what you guys collect usually, right? You guys get the.
Not.
Huh?
I don't really collect the action figure stuff. It's more the BB-8 droid. That would be something that would be cool. But when I first saw it leak online before Force Friday, and they were kind of playing around with it, it's like, the things doesn't really work too well because I guess somebody's playing with it kind of slow. So kind of moving it around slowly on the table, and they kept changing directions, and the head would almost hit the table every time it changed directions.
So
It's like,
don't
well, that's-
change directions very quickly.
But then if somebody ran it full tilt across the table, then yeah, it looks cool. The head's like leaning forward a little bit, but it's still being kept up.
This just does not sound right.
Gotta keep that head up. But it is cool, and it is expensive. Right? What are we looking at here?
150.
150
$150.
Plus tax.
plus the tax.
Plus shipping and handling if you're buying
The
it
first
online.
order, that's what it was.
Oh,
The first order versus the Resistance. So it's not the Empire versus the Rebels. It's the first order.
is that more of just a name change, or is
Yeah.
they actually different?
You have to watch the movie to
I
find
gotta
out.
watch the movie to find out. See, I was gonna watch it before. Okay, I was gonna watch it before, but well, that's semantics. You gotta buy the toys now. It's all about the toys.
Yeah.
You know, it sucks. What if like you spend all that money and all these different characters, and then in the end you're like,
I got a Jar Jar.
I was gonna say that this kind of thing probably happened before episode 1, and there were people that bought a Jar Jar thinking, "Oh, this might be an interesting character."
It's like, who's this guy? No, he's the main character in the first movie. He's definitely popular.
George Lucas loves
got
it.
well, like I'm watching the Star Wars, the Clone Wars at work. Like during lunch, I watch one a day, and frequent it's the Jar Jar episodes. I'm like, no.
That's
What's wrong
the-
with Jar Jar? I didn't mind Jar Jar.
Oh god, he's so annoying.
You are the lone voice in the darkness.
I thought he was fine.
Yeah, there it is.
I think he's okay.
Oh my god! The whole Misa.
Misa Jar Jar Binksa.
Or Boss Nass. He's like,
Yeah, that's weird.
like he's motorboating the whole time he's talking.
I'm pretty sure that's the Star Wars porn edition, and it's true. And you've just explained something from a different movie.
Misa Boss Nass.
It's a bit too accurate there.
Catch that background.
Yes. But yeah, everyone's buying up their toys now. Haven't seen the movie. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, I was looking at some of the toys that they had online, and the biggest one or the coolest one out of all of them would probably be the BB-8 droid.
I totally thought you were gonna purchase it yesterday since you were looking them up, and it's like, are you buying anything? No, just looking.
It's like, it's $150, so it's like,
Come on, man.
it's so
It's
small.
everything you love.
It's like, I want a bigger one.
just
that
too
rolls
small.
around.
This
Because
ball
big-
is too small. I don't need to use large balls.
because bigger is better.
Yeah, you know, like the one that they debuted on stage at Comic-Con.
So you want the actual
Yeah, I
production
want
one,
that size.
basically.
You know, people
Hey
already...
JJ, can you give me one of those?
There's some builders who already made their own BB-8 droid that actually works the same way too.
Well, I mean, I guess the technology is just kind of that scaled up. I mean, it does exist, so
Yeah, it existed before. Is from the company who did the Sphero toys.
right for the smaller ones.
Yeah, and then they actually helped design the BB-8 droid for the movie. And then
Oh.
that actually translated back into a toy for them to sell.
And like, here, you should do this,
Well-
and then we'll sell the toy.
Well, because you can purchase it from the Sphero.com website.
Cha-ching!
I actually thought about buying one of those before because it seems so cool, but then it's not nearly as cool as it is now because it was just a ball that you controlled. But something about it seemed interesting to me. Not interesting enough to buy, but close.
So now that it has stickers all over it, you can totally purchase it.
Yes. Even more of a reason to want to purchase it, but I guess technically it's like, what am I going to do with it really? Except like drive it everywhere. But no. That was one that actually did, because I don't think I was going to buy any toys, but that one was the one thing that I think would be,
Did you see the
Interesting.
legendary Jedi Master Yoda?
no.
It's basically like a miniature animatronic, almost. It's a 16-inch motorized figurine having the most realistic Star Wars, or being touted as most realistic Star Wars toys ever. So Yoda's skin is supposed to be like, it's supposed to be like a miniature Yoda, like hyper realistic almost.
Tell me more about the skin.
Latex robe is real fabric, both lightsaber and hand light up. So the latter representing a force blast.
Wait, what? Oh. What about his force blast?
Yeah.
Yeah. Does he jump around?
So it's
like he does in the movie.
No. But
Like-
he does have a fully articulated body, which is powered by 7 motors and movements that are not unlike audio animatronic figures seen in one of the theme parks at Disneyland.
Okay.
So creating the illusion, so Yoda force pushes, swings his saber around, moves his head and arms as he talks, creating an illusion that he is a puppet being manipulated by Frank Oz. He will even move backwards and he force push him in return. And the toy has voice recognition capability, so it can understand 6 key phrases, answer yes or no questions, utter 115 different phrases from the films, and will even sense whether users lean more towards the light side or dark side of the Force. And he's only $180. You want that one too?
No.
I don't know if that's for me, but it does sound cool. Like someone who actually collects figurines and stuff like that and puts them in glass cases and stuff probably would really dig that.
You know what they should make? An R2D2.
Oh, so close. So close.
So
so
close.
tired. R2D2 Roomba.
Huh. Copyright. Can we copyright Star Wars stuff? Like you just take our idea, huh?
What can you imagine that? It's like cleaning, but it's like R2D2 and he's going, oh, beep, 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 beep.
So we
I'm
make an
trying to watch a
attachment that
movie
goes
here.
on a Shut up. But I have a message.
But then you go and yell, R2, not now.
Exactly.
And then he does a
$1
sad beep and rolls slowly out of the room.
It understands your hatred. God.
Beep beep boop, sad face.
Sad droid.
And then I think the other one is Kylo Ren's lightsaber, the Force Effects lightsaber.
Is that the one with the cross hilt?
Yes. And cross guards.
Sorry, cross guards, right?
That's the one that is the same ones who make the realistic looking lightsabers here with the long light up LED blade. And then it also has the extra little LED blades on the side as
Tiny
a cross
LEDs.
guards. $220 for that.
Oh, hardly anything.
You know, yeah.
But
They're
it can
just
be cool.
giving them away now.
It can be cool. But if you're a kid, one of the coolest, well, maybe an adult, if you're short,
To be honest.
is at the Pottery Barn. They're selling a Millennium Falcon bed. So the bed is basically like the cockpit portion of the Millennium Falcon, with the windows and sticker controls, it looks like, or something. And guess how much that costs?
500.
I was gonna go with 500. I'll go 501.
God damn it!
Carrie?
329.50.
There's always one. Always goes exact.
Okay, $3,999.99.
Closest. I had the threes.
$4,000 for that bed.
It's not a big bed. It's not.
It's a kid-sized
It's a
bed.
kid-sized bed,
Does
looking
it
at
at
it-
least make the noises or something?
and it comes
or-
with a kit.
No,
What ages is that? Is that for?
kids.
Like
And midgets.
age range?
And Ewoks.
I
Would
don't
it
know.
be Ewok size?
Ewok size.
But do kids that age even know what Star Wars is?
Nope.
Unless they're kids. Or unless
So it's
they're
for the parents. It's for the parents to buy for their kids.
Yes, the parents are like,
So
it's
it's
a
like-
Millennium Falcon, and the kids are like, what the hell's an aluminum falcon?
Just
it's
go to
like-
sleep.
Well, they can't fit in it, so they're like, okay, I'll put my
I'll
kid in
watch
I
there.
you
must
sleep.
live vicariously through. I must sleep
Will watch
vicariously
you
through.
sleep? Oh
I
my
will watch you
god.
This is amazing.
It's okay, I'm your parent.
You're just sitting in a Chewie costume right next to your kid. Put on this Han Solo costume.
Here,
can-
these are your PJs.
Here you go. I'm just gonna sit here in this Chewie outfit. I'll be your sidekick.
Say, Chewie, we're home.
Say it.
They're in their sleep mumbling, oh, Chewie, we're home.
Good enough. You get your allowance.
But I just spent $4,000 on... Hey, I'll also give him an allowance. $4,000.
It's coming out of your allowance. I didn't even want it.
But the funny thing is, it looks like
allowance.
it's something that you can build yourself. It does not look like it cost $4,000 to make.
It's only 4,000 because
Are
it's
you
Star Wars.
planning on making this then? And this is going to be our new bed?
Is that with a mattress too?
I guess so.
Is it like a
Mattress
Tempur-Pedic?
is- The
Or a
mattress
sleep
is,
number?
is extra.
Sleep number mattress?
You want a
Maybe?
This
mattress?
is only the frame.
I'm afraid.
No, I'd get a loft bed, and then it'd look like an AT-AT walker. Yeah. Have you seen those builds online?
Mm.
Now that's cool. That actually, you get the whole thing. Where this one is just the cockpit portion of the Millennium Falcon.
Unless you have more space and a lot of ambition. This is your bed, but it takes up the entire room. But it's just like the
It's
Millennium
like,
Falcon.
no, that would be more suited probably towards like a treehouse. Yeah. So you climb up the tree into the Falcon, and it's like you sit in the cockpit and you can see down on everything. Yeah. It's like, I'm on a landing platform on Chewbacca's homeworld. Kashyyyk.
Yeah, there you go.
Huh?
I didn't know if you were going to give it a try. Like, the
Well, there's so
Wookiee
many
place.
different ways to pronounce it,
Yeah, that's true.
depending which nerd you talk to. Yeah.
Sounds about right. So is it for Force Friday?
Force Friday.
Go and get your stuff now.
I think
It's already
it's too late.
gone.
Oh, I buy that mine too late. There is no more to be had.
Well, no more of the cooler stuff, I guess. I was on Think Geek at like 12:30 last night, and they were already sold out of the BB-8 Droid. And I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah, I'm not surprised actually, because I mean, of the stuff that seemed like the coolest thing.
That's exactly what I said. It's like, you're like, no, it's not going to sell out. Look how expensive it is. I'm like, that thing is
They could
totally...
have sold that for twice as
I
much.
mean,
and it still
like,
would have sold out.
It's like, it's all the nerds, man. Like, they make more money.
I was surprised they sold it for as little as they did, because the ball by
What?
itself is kind of expensive.
Really?
Surprisingly,
Wait, how much is the
expensive.
ball? Like an original Sphero, a non-Star Wars.
Non-Star Wars? I don't know, but it was expensive enough that I was like, I don't want to pay that much for just a ball. But they sold those ones. I doubt they sold out as fast as this one.
Well, no, because these ones have stickers.
These have stickers. People love stickers.
Stickers.
Oh, it looks like it was $129.
$100.
I saw it on Toys R Us for $129. So
What, the Sphero? The regular Sphero?
it's a 2.0.
Oh.
I guess the original one you can get for $100.
I'm
It
seeing,
does less.
I'm seeing 2.0 for... Okay, yeah. 100, 120.
So around there, and that's just for the ball
130.
and the remote. Well, the remote's your phone, so you're just paying for the ball essentially and an app. And people were buying that. You just
I
tack
wonder
on
how
another
much it's going for
$50.
now on eBay.
Ugh.
I'll look it up.
It's gonna be that's definitely gonna be flipped for a lot of money. I'm gonna go with 3. No,
500.
try to be conservative. 250.
501.
529.50.
Wow. 200, 220, 250,
Yes.
200, 300,
Surprising.
210, 250, 225, 300, 220. Yeah, around there. 200 plus. 200's on the low end too.
And 200 on the low end. Yeah. But then wait, how much do they sell for? You said 150 plus tax, or is it more? 180 plus tax?
No, 150 plus tax.
150 plus tax.
Yeah.
So you're looking close to.
Best Buy has a shop online on eBay right now. $149.
What?
Free shipping on orders over $35, so that counts.
Get
So,
it.
so you buying now? You just hit the buy now button.
So you're shopping
Buy
right
it now
now,
from
right?
the Best Buy
From the
eBay
Best Buy.
store. Just pay tax.
Well, it seems like everyone's got an eBay store now because,
Yeah.
well, I don't know why, but I guess people just roam there and like, ooh.
They
Best
still
Buy.
have them in stock though.
Yeah, Best Buy
Yeah,
is
they have.
pretty bad at those things like, oh, we had, oh, just kidding, we didn't have it anymore. There was
Like
something
you order
else.
it, and after that, you get an email like a few days later. Oh, we actually didn't have it. Sorry, here's a refund.
Exactly. What does that happen with?
See, when I had that happen with Target, Target actually gave me a gift card.
Yeah, Best Buy doesn't
That's
care about their
awesome.
customers.
Nope.
Target actually does.
So you
They're
wanted
like,
to-
sorry, we sold out. We know you're waiting on this, so here's a gift card as compensation. We know it's not a replacement for something you're expecting, but at least it kind of takes a little bit of the sting away from not getting it.
at least it's better than Best Buy.
Best Buy's like, whoop, too bad, so sad.
Nice try again. Thanks for shopping.
You can go to Circuit City. Oh,
Nope.
you can go to Compute. Oh no, not good. The good guys. Oh right. I guess it's just us. What are you gonna do? Go on Amazon? Oh shit.
I'm just here to try it in the store before I buy it on Amazon. I don't actually want to get it from here because, well, Best Buy. But that happens a lot, though. Or it was something that kind of
It
kept
happened
happening.
enough to me where I stopped buying stuff from Best Buy.
I don't go
Completely.
to Best Buy anymore.
Well, people will go and try stuff in Best Buy, but not actually buy stuff from Best Buy. Or actually any place, I guess.
Well, the thing is, you can also find it cheaper.
Exactly.
And if you buy it at Target, you get 5% off with your red card. Additional discount.
And sometimes they have the additional gift card or something that they're also doing.
This makes the online, well, either shopping at Target, because the holiday season is coming up upon us. Which means more stuff to buy. Yay.
Yay.
Done with their Christmas shopping? Gotta get it done before Christmas. Well, actually, you guys got birthdays coming up, so.
That's right. You guys are at the beginning of the year.
Yes.
We close out the year. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you're close enough where you get the
Combine,
combine.
yeah.
Right?
No.
I will just wait for Christmas.
Like beginning of December.
Did
we
that,
can
so that
combine.
didn't happen to you, though, right?
Nope. Because
Okay.
it's still too far.
It's still-
It's basically almost like a month.
But
Just under, but it's practically
People
a
only
month.
combine if it's like on the day of.
Like a
or-
week within
Really?
same week.
I think a week gets combined.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks for any of them, actually, even if it's the same day.
Like my dad, his
You were born on leap year, too bad.
Too bad
You get one
nothing.
birthday. 4 times the stuff, no, just one.
Nope. What about your dad?
Oh, never mind.
I'm curious.
No, it's okay.
Well,
Anyways,
I think
Awkward.
I have to come. That would suck, though. I've heard of that where people get. Mine is far enough away, I think, from the opposite side because I'm near the end of January, so I don't get combination so much. Did Joey, your nephew, he's like on the 3rd or something, right?
6th.
6th. I have it in my calendar. Did you ever combine for his?
No.
See, I
Not
guess.
mean like that.
Well, it's so.
Only mean people do that.
Apparently, there are all those people out there.
Apparently.
apparently.
Oh, but one of the things I saw in the toys was they're bringing Micro Machines back.
They were gone.
I guess so. I haven't seen them in a long time. And then,
I never looked for them.
you remember Micro Machines, right?
I remember them, but I didn't know they were gone. I just never went looking for Micro Machines. So micro. But is that guy who talks fast coming back too?
No.
No. How are they going to sell
Didn't
them?
he pass away?
Probably.
I don't know.
They gotta get another fast talking guy.
The Micro Machine Man here, aircraft carrier there. You can't have that, but you can have this. The new Micro Machine aircraft carrier playset. The dramatically detailed, terrifically trimmed replica of the real thing that holds 25 Micro Machines with fabulous, fantastic features. 2 totally terrific elevators, real working hoist, runway, and 2 cargo arms. The new Micro Machine
gonna be-
aircraft carrier playset from Galoob. Remember, if it doesn't say Micro Machines, it's not the real thing.
A guy.
This is the Micro Machine Man presenting the most miniature motorcade of Micro Machines.
I was gonna say competition or something where people have to talk really fast for
Like auctions.
Yeah.
An auctioneer.
Get an auctioneer.
You know, those people that talk really fast.
I've never been to an auction, so like an actual.
If it doesn't think it's good, it's not the right thing. Blah, blah, blah.
Don't
Yeah, exactly.
stretch if you're at an auction.
don't but yeah, according to like sitcoms and
And
any
don't
TV
don't
shows
don't
I've ever
scratch
seen,
your
don't
face.
move at an auction, otherwise you're obviously bidding. Keep your breathing to a minimum, because apparently that is a bid. Have you ever been to an actual auction where it's with an auctioneer?
Nope.
No.
I'm too scared because I might just make some type of movement and then end up with like
I thought
sold.
those are silent auctions, mostly where
I've been to.
if you just
Yeah. Oh,
if you
silent-
move,
Oh,
then that counts. Like that
Well-
one over there.
I thought silent auctions were the ones where they don't have the guy. It's just
Yeah,
like
no,
a
silent
bid.
auctions are
It's
the ones
Oh,
where you
down on
write it
paper.
down.
That
You write
one.
on paper.
Okay, then the quieter version.
Quiet
of,
auction.
No,
where
Quite
people aren't
silent.
shouting out.
No,
They're
that's
just like scratching their nose and.
that's what they do in auctions, or they have the paddles.
But which auction?
Yeah, the paddles.
Oh, I
There
guess
we
you
go.
go to like.
When I've been thinking the regular auctions are like 200, 200, 200, 20, 20, and then the guy's like, hip, here, whoop, and they just make grunting noises and
No,
stuff.
they make grunting noises, and then there's the ones who just go, or like they raise their hand or something without the.
I'm too cool for this.
Well, I guess on Storage Wars, that's how they kind of do it. Where they're bidding on it. I think I saw a few episodes. It's been a while since I've seen it.
It's been a while.
Thank you. But I think they had an auctioneer guy doing that, and then they had the people that, I guess the regulars of the show, bidding on storage facilities. What is it called?
Yeah,
Storage Wars?
Yeah.
storage spots or
Storage spots.
or-
Well, you guys had one. What's it called?
What?
Storage.
Public storage?
what are they
What
called?
is the actual unit? Storage unit. There we go.
You-
I got it. Storage unit. There
What
we
are
go.
those units called that store things?
It's right there on the tip of my tongue.
Unit storage?
So I guess if you abandon it, which apparently happens very often
Apparently,
for some reason.
I think people just forget to pay the bills. Or it's been in storage so long, it's pretty much like forgotten. Like people throw things in the attic or in the garage, and then they're like, what's in
you're-
this box? Like, oh yeah.
but you're still paying for it though, right?
Yeah, you're still paying for it.
Until you're not anymore.
Right.
And then they bust the lock open. Or they sell it, then they bust the lock open or something like that.
Exactly. And then like, look at this. It's got this historical type whatever. Can restore it and
I
it,
wonder if like they ever, like open one and all these rats come out or something.
It's gotta be something. Well,
Yeah, probably roaches or bugs.
I was gonna
or
say,
stuff
yeah,
like
or
that.
if it had like for food or something horrible inside there.
Because it's like, do they just pick and choose? Like, okay, this one we're gonna go ahead and let on TV.
Because I think, well, they open them, like they just open them, and then you can't look inside. You can't go inside, but you
can stand far enough away. You can't touch anything. You can't go in past the threshold of the door. But people have flashlights, and then they kind of peek in and like, see that thing over there? Yeah, that box in the corner. Yeah, don't
so you get
don't
an
make a scene.
idea what's inside it, what more or less. And then
It's like,
you
yeah,
go.
let's go for this one.
I think I stumbled across it by accident. I'm like, channel. What the heck are they doing? 3 episodes in, what just happened?
I can totally do this.
Totally in. Apparently, that's been a thing for a while
Apparently.
now, because I mean, it was like more of a secret thing. Like people would go and do it just on the download, but then it became bigger because of this TV show, and now it's like I could do that. I can make millions, or well, hundreds or thousands of dollars.
And it was all a scheme by the storage people. Like, this is how you can get rid of the stuff and make money.
Pretty smart.
It's a conspiracy, man.
And now people are trying to get the good stuff that they could resell. And I'm guessing a lot of people end up with junk that's just junk. Well, because a lot of it ends up at the swap meets, actually. Because you see these people with long rows of tables, and I used to get, where do they get this stuff from? Apparently, they get it from those auctions,
Apparently.
and then just dump them on the tables. I'm like, okay,
What
go
if you
through it.
just mess with somebody, like you get a storage unit and you fill it up with like ramen and Twinkies,
just for a joke? It's gonna be
but you hide it in like fancy looking boxes and stuff. And then they open it like, son of a...
Of course, especially by the time whenever that gets figured out, it's like, oh, these are really, really not new. These are old. But that was a show. Like, they have like a lot of shows like that, like Pawn Stars and stuff like that. And I guess all the shows are coming back now because we're heading into fall. The fall season, when shows that are on hiatus for the summer finally end up with their new season. So is there anything you guys are looking forward to? Any shows that...
Old shows?
Well, shows that have been on break that will be coming back.
I think Ben's probably looking forward to The Flash.
Is that so? Well, fast moving, because that's what this music is, basically people moving fast. Which Claudia actually watched this show, whereas we think of it ironically. She actually watched the Benny Hill show. Which I never met anyone who actually watched the Benny
We
Hill show.
watched it when we were kids too, which technically is not really a kid-friendly show.
Is it not? I don't know if I've
Oh, definitely not. No.
Nope.
Well, actually,
That's rather
it's
entertaining.
more this one right here.
Well, it's not Benny Hill, but it is something different. I don't think I watched this when it was on TV. I watched it like when it was on the Hallmark Channel.
I watched it when it was on TV. My mom liked watching it.
Is it like, so it's prime time then, right?
Talking about the Golden Girls, for those who don't know.
Oh, right. This is the Golden Girls theme.
Oh, were we supposed to guess?
I didn't know we were doing
Well, there's
themes.
some people who are listening and they're like,
We don't
The hell
even
is
know
this?
what they're talking about.
Sophia and
apologize.
Blanche.
there's
And
only one of
Rose.
them. Only one's alive now.
Only
Which
Rose.
was it? Wait, no. Is it just Betty White?
Yeah.
Yeah, Rose.
She's the only one alive.
That's Rose.
I didn't know who. I didn't know they all had passed away for some reason. Are you just going through every theme song now? I think we've lost Ben. He's
Cheers.
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 Where everyone knows your name and who you are.
and if you're drunk, everybody knows your name, which may be the cause of a problem
I actually went to the actual Cheers bar.
with.
Is
Ben?
that in Boston?
With your
Yes.
husband?
Boston.
No, without the husband. I didn't know him then.
Oh,
Boston.
he doesn't get to go in.
I went to go visit a friend over at MIT, and then like we went and took a stroll around the bar.
Is it like all made like touristy and stuff?
Well, here's
Like,
the thing
buy a
though.
ton of
I
stuff.
spent more time looking at the stuff that they were selling than actually at the bar. So I don't really
Yeah,
remember
I
the
could
bar.
watch that on TV, but this stuff. I can't watch this stuff on TV. Did you buy stuff? Like, do you have Cheers stuff?
I bought stuff like souvenirs.
You have Cheers souvenirs?
Like a Pilsner or...
I think someplace in my parents' house.
You remember what you bought? Like, was it like a...
I remember I bought like a how to like drink mix thing. Like a booklet.
like a
but
mixing guide kind of thing?
Yeah, but like now you can actually, just Google it or
But it was
download
the
it now.
Cheers official mixing
Yeah, it
guide?
was like the Cheers one. I was like, oh.
It's official.
Did it have drinks from the show?
I have no
Beer?
idea. I just,
Because I'm pretty sure they mostly just drank beer.
I'm pretty sure by now it's probably gone to Goodwill.
The book?
Yeah,
There's no more?
most likely.
It's all official, though.
No, it's gone.
Wait, so obviously the bar is an actual
Yeah,
bar
it's an
in
actual
Boston,
bar.
but obviously they didn't shoot there. They shot in L.A. just on a studio
Yeah, they
set.
basically.
But it was based on that bar. Is that what they're saying? Oh, okay. So you could go to the bar that it's based on. I wonder if it's still there. I mean, it's
The bar?
no,
The Cheers bar over in Boston?
Well, yeah.
I'm pretty sure it still is.
right. I mean, I don't know. 'cause-
You do have one of these too, you could
I
always
can't be
look it
bothered.
up. Okay,
He's definitely.
this is probably more your show because I definitely not watched this.
I mean, this is.
The
It's
font?
based on the 50s, but it came out in the 80s, I think.
Yeah.
Along with Gidget. I watched Gidget.
That, I believe, is actually older than the show. That is the old show.
Gidget.
I'm pretty sure Gidget actually might have been
Because it was
70s.
like on TTLA or something. I'd watch
Or
it.
The
older.
new Gidget or the old
The
Gidget?
old
Good.
Gidget.
I like the new Gidget better than the old Gidget.
What's
Which
the
was
new
the
Gidget?
new Gidget?
Wait, the old Gidget was,
Sally Field.
yes.
That's the one I remember
But
watching.
who's the new Gidget? Or is it still Sally Field?
No, it was someone else.
If only we had the internet.
I can't remember
There's
the
no
actress.
such thing as the internet.
But wait, when did the new Gidget? Is that like a 90s thing?
I'm not sure what year it was. But I
It
remember
actually was called the new Gidget.
Yeah, it was called the new Gidget, and I liked it better than the old Gidget.
Because it was. What's the old Gidget in black and white? Or was it color?
I don't recall.
It was in color.
Was it color? Okay.
The old one?
No, yeah, the old one.
Yeah, that's in color.
Oh, okay. Karen Richmond, I guess, played.
Is that coming out?
What?
The new Gidget?
Is there a new Gidget coming out?
No, the new
The new and
Gidget
improved Gidget.
was in 1986. Apparently only had 2 seasons.
And we're back to the Benny Hill Show.
Which you watched.
Yes.
For kids.
Yep, for kids.
Why wasn't it for kids? Because I never watched it.
Well, no, it wasn't for kids. It's just that my brother and I would stay up late. and
So it
we'd
wasn't.
turn
It was actually a late night. Like they always showed it at late night.
Yeah, it was a late night show. It wasn't like. But for some reason, my brother liked watching it. I mean, and they would have like women in lingerie running around and stuff, and it's yeah, not exactly a kid-friendly show. But for some reason, we liked watching it. We thought it was hilarious.
And if you stay later up at night, then you have the Benny Hill Show. And I Love Lucy.
What?
Wait, what?
But watching TV shows is old shows, the reruns.
I don't think I Love Lucy was necessarily super
when
late
it was
night.
what was it? Nick and Night. Didn't you end up doing that? Like, when you couldn't sleep or something, then Nick at Night because it was on.
And then the sun comes up.
I watched a lot of Nick at Night.
Wait, did anyone ever watch Diagnosis Murder?
Well, with Dick Van Dyke.
Yes.
Murder, She Wrote.
Oh, that too. My mom made me watch that. These are the shows I used to watch.
I
with
never
my
watched
mom.
Murder, She Wrote, but I think my mom did. But I remember the theme from it, like that opening scene where she's typing out and stuff. But I never watched the whole
Jessica
episode.
Fletcher.
for some reason, but apparently Claudia did.
Well,
And
the thing
Diagnosis
is,
Murder.
Well, that and it was just on. Like, okay, like, you know how my mom sprained her ankle? Well, we were watching TV because that was on, so we were just
currently?
watching episodes. Yeah, just recently.
Oh, because it's on Cozy TV here. It's on the over the air. Is that what it's called? When you get on an antenna?
Yeah.
Yeah, over the air.
5-2.
I think on ours it's a 4-2. I know because I watched the Dick Van Dyke Show.
See?
That's the one I owe it because it's right on right when I get home, but it's right after Murder She Wrote. So I caught some Murder She Wrote. Actually, I caught an episode and someone died, and then she solved the case. Yeah, this is the one I like.
And then this is for the part where he goes then and falls and flips.
He
What?
falls over that one part right there. He trips over the ottoman that's on the ground. On certain seasons,
Okay, I think now you guys like lost me in a generation.
Are we talking
somewhere.
about the Dick Van Dyke Show?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
there you
for
go.
us who don't know the opening theme,
You must watch it.
oh, I watch it.
Well, she's never seen the beginning because she usually gets home after the opening.
I catch the middle parts
right.
of it.
But he trips. It's interesting because in the first few seasons, I think he trips over the footstool thing,
Oh.
and then later on, he about to trip over it and then walks around it, like specifically.
Like he's getting smarter.
Yeah, exactly. It's weird. It's like, oh, it's supposed to be a later season because he sees it, he's like, and he walks around it. So this, for those not in the know,
It's the Murder She Wrote. Didn't they have like a thing over at Universal before on Murder She Wrote?
Probably around the time when Harry and the Hendersons was still new.
well, because Murder She Wrote takes place in Cabot Cove, at least on the show.
But they filmed it, I think, at
They
Universal.
filmed it at Universal, but it's also filmed in the same place where they had
Isn't
the
it still on
Jaws
the
set.
backlot tour still?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, that's a Murder She Wrote house.
Well, that's what they say during the Jaws. Well, I don't know if it's the same now, but back in the day, the part
Before
with
it burned down.
Jaws, the Jaws part of the thing, the
the
lake part that has the Jaws part on the other side is where they filmed the kind of the Cabot Cove part of Murder She Wrote, or at least that's what they say during the tour. It's like, so Jaws and Murder She Wrote took place in the same place, and like, yep, she didn't solve that murder of the shark.
So
Do they still have the shark?
Yes.
yes.
Do they
there.
still do that part where it goes for Universal Studios, where it goes down kind of underneath or down a little bit, and shark comes up, and
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what I noticed is they didn't have the Moses portion
Part
of
of
the
the
water where
Oh,
the
the
water
party.
splits and you drive through.
well, because it used to be the Moses one, then they turned it into the King Kong part. You still did the crossing, but
Yeah.
they had the miniatures for the King Kong back when that was new. And now I guess maybe they just don't use it at all, so they just skip it.
It's like it uses too much electricity to run this thing to split the water.
But everything else does not.
We can't waste water. We're in a drought. You can't part the water.
There's no water
We
to
gotta
part.
save. We gotta save the water. We can't part that water.
The Red Sea has dried up.
It's the red pond. You can just walk through it.
It's a
fine.
marsh.
It's a low marsh kind of thing. Well, because you guys have been more recently than we have. I can't remember when we went last. It had to be
Maybe
They're still
2 or
ET.
3 years ago.
not that long
Back to
ago.
the Future
No, no. Although we did go when it was there, but it was already gone. I think
2 or 3 years ago.
Transformers was kind of new.
Yeah, I think it.
We haven't been
just
to the
come out.
Minions thing. And soon they're going to have the Harry Potter stuff.
Hell yeah!
Like Harry Potter Light.
Kind of.
Like
It's supposed to take whatever lessons they learned from Orlando and then kind of shoehorn into a tinier space. So they pretty much cherry pick what they want.
But it's a lot tinier, though, right? Or is it pretty big?
No, it's still pretty massive.
Well, because they took out the Gibson Amphitheater.
Yeah.
So that whole thing is gone. So
And
they had a lot of room.
they're not
then.
utilizing all the space because they want to have a phase 2 to put in an expansion.
Okay. Because it always seemed like they didn't have like any room to expand without blowing
Until
up
the
parts
fire.
Well,
The
burning
fire
parts
took
of it.
over.
Waterworld's still there, and that's how old?
I think we were talking about that too, because it used to be Miami Vice.
Oh,
And then,
yeah.
remember, way back in the day, it was Miami Vice, and they just changed it into Waterworld,
1995, Waterworld.
and now it's still Waterworld.
Still.
Just put Miami Vice back in there. No one will understand, but who gets Waterworld?
I think people go just because you can get wet, and it gets pretty hot over there. And it's not like, well, there's one section where you actually do get wet from like the jet skis and stuff.
Right.
But the rest of the sections, it's just a guy with a bucket of water just thrown out at people.
I wonder if, like, on hotter days, if he just taunts people with it. Like, oh, you want this? Like, on cold days, it's like, I'm going to get you. But others, like,
He's like,
who wants
a
it?
guy standing up like, me! And it's like,
Like-
okay, and he makes to throw it at him, and then he throws at someone else next to him who doesn't want to
Like,
get wet.
Nope. I mean, it's got to be one of the perks is, do what you want, commanding the water as you see fit.
It's like, you sat in the wet zone.
And the show hasn't even started yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think they should, or
Sucks
at least
if-
put something else there.
Sucks if you're a tourist and you don't understand English.
Well, that is unfortunate. And you just have your camera up,
Your expensive camera.
your expensive camera.
Splash.
That has to have happened more than once. Or I wonder if they're, I don't know, they can't like train us like, see that guy? He doesn't understand what you're saying or about to do to him.
I'm pretty sure they train the actors to say, avoid the people with the expensive cameras. We don't need them complaining to us.
I guess, but they're pretty liberal with that water spray. Usually, or the way they have the buckets, they just like launch it across the front row, usually.
Yeah.
So, I mean, of course, I'm never really sitting there, so hopefully the people with expensive cameras and from faraway places, this is the first day, and then boom, camera goes down because of Waterworld. I hate Universal Studios.
Another one backs it up.
I came here for E.T., and it's gone now.
I saved up all my life to see E.T.
Ooh.
Entertainment Tonight.
Backdraft.
Now you can go on The Mummy.
I'm here for backdraft.
I'm here for Backdraft. I hear it's awesome.
Backdraft and Harry and the Hendersons.
Harry and the Hendersons, the soundstage.
Back to the Future.
Do they still have, like,
I don't think I ever went on the Back to the Future ride.
I don't
Huh.
think I did either.
They didn't really
I-
change the cars for Back to the Future and The Simpsons. It's still the same car, just painted differently.
Probably. They just have to retheme the whole thing.
That Simpsons ride is pretty
Did you guys go on it?
Which one? Simpsons?
Simpsons.
Uh,
Did you guys went
yeah.
somewhat recently?
Mm-hmm. We went on it.
How'd you like it?
I was feeling kind of. I didn't know where to look at. And on top of that, like, I was sitting like next to these two kids, and the freaking kid and I, like, he kept elbowing me, and I got annoyed, and so I started to elbow him back.
That's the spirit.
Ah.
Did we tell you she used to be a teacher too? So she's good. She knows kids. She gets it. I do it too.
I was just like, F you, man.
Hey,
You're not letting me
hey,
enjoy the ride here.
come on. We both paid to get in. Okay, I paid.
One of us has to be an adult.
Yes, one of us has to be the adult here and make you understand what it's like to be an adult.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Elbow.
Life's not fair.
Yeah, tough.
Tough love.
But yeah, when we went on it, there's just so much going on the screen. He was like, what am I supposed to be looking at?
That's the thing.
Like
I
everything?
didn't know what the hell to look at. I was like, this, that. What the
I
hell
think it
just
made
happened?
me really nauseous.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
your eyes are darting around the screen trying to capture
And
everything.
we were behind
What's
people
going on there?
too.
There.
we didn't get a full view of it.
Yeah, if
so.
we would have got
No,
a full
we were
view,
in the front seat.
ugh, it's too much going
You
on
see,
there.
You should have sit next to the kid.
Yeah, then you could have elbowed the kid. Drop the elbow.
No, then he wouldn't
The
have.
people's
done that.
elbow.
Yeah. But I mean, that's what they changed out the Back to the Future one for.
Well, one of the weird things is I noticed, like, when we're in line, Claudia always gets bumped and whatever. Like, she doesn't have a personal bubble. And then if I put myself right between her and the person bumping, they stop. And then if we switch back and I get in front again, then they start bumping her again.
What? So no one.
She has
There's
the
no
invisible sun.
bubble. I was getting really annoyed at these chicks too, because she kept freaking doing it over and like he saw me like getting pissed, and so he's like, okay, switch, because like I was like, she doesn't want more freaking time. I don't care if she doesn't speak English. I'm totally just gonna go off on her ass, and it was just like,
A lot of anger here.
yeah.
Well, if you bring, you can. She's just got that side. You don't want to push her or bump into her.
Don't mess with teachers.
Don't mess with her. She's dealt with a lot of kids.
You know, you have to release that stress another way. You can't take it out on the classroom.
It's got to come out somewhere.
Nah, it's not good.
Tourists that don't
Tourists.
speak English.
They're going somewhere far away after this, so
No,
if she
but
beats
why
them in
is that?
submission.
I always do get bumped. What the hell is up with that? It's like no matter or like even in like in the movie theater, there are a whole bunch of empty seats and they have to sit right behind me and put their freaking feet on the chair.
Then they like push your chair.
Yeah, and then they're constantly like pushing the chair. And so then when I start doing this, like you know how like if you like lean forward and then throw your weight all the way back.
I actually don't know.
It's like I'm trying to,
This is actually new to me. What?
I'm trying to crush their legs between the back of my chair.
And their own
I do
body.
that because
It's
I'm
like-
like, what the fuck, people?
They stick their legs out, they lock their knees. Now's the time. Smash!
Waiting for the lock. They've overly committed. They've gone too far.
I think next time I'm just
Wow.
gonna what?
No, not you, but like I mean that.
I break your
That-
knees.
I guess that only happens if like kids and the restless part, but people
It's
that are
not
active
kids.
exactly.
It's freaking adults who should know better.
That
But
I
like,
don't get.
it's like the theater could be freaking empty. There are seats galore, and they happen to always just sit right behind me. Not even behind him. It's behind me. Out of all the places.
Then you turn around and you're like, hey, mine's up. Kick in the back of my chair. All right, thanks, mate. And then after that, they start kicking your chair again. You get up, sit right behind them, and start just kicking their chair the whole movie.
I'll do that next time.
Yeah.
Well,
You give
apparently
them-
it happens to
you
you
give
so
them one
often. Yeah, because I think I told somebody that because someone was not as actively as apparently her chair, but just enough to go like, okay, someone. Because I think for me it was a kid or something, so I just turned around and then I think they got the point of what was going on. But apparently her it's more active.
Do you like your knees? You enjoy having kneecaps?
I'm
You like
thinking-
walking?
I kind of just feel like, just having like chewing gum, chewing it, and then just tossing it over when the film is going.
Like, wait, I gotta chew this gum. Hold on.
You got a box of Mike and Ike. You're eating some for me. Just chuck it at the guy back and behind you as hard as you can.
Whoops.
I missed my mouth.
But it has to be chewed up ones.
Like, so
You're
they'll
just
get
like
stuck
you
in their
start
hair.
chewing, you just
Yes, exactly. That's why.
lean your head back,
Their hair, their clothing.
goes up in a high arc.
I don't like this flavor.
It's like, what did you just do? Wait for it. Bam! What the heck? Yes.
And the thing is, since they're not expecting it from the front, they'll think it was someone from behind.
It'll just come out of the sky.
And then you can always just fake like, who the hell threw that?
That's weird.
It's like, yeah, I got it too.
In my mouth.
Yeah, that's weird. Mike and Ike? Yeah, that is pretty annoying or in the movie theater. When we went to go see a movie recently, we see American Ultra, but there was someone who fell asleep
Oh my gosh.
almost at the beginning
They were
of the movie.
snoring throughout the
But they
whole
were
movie.
or like snoring or
Was this a free thing that you saw?
no, this
No.
one wasn't the
You had
free
to pay
one.
for it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we couldn't locate the
We couldn't
sound.
tell where it was coming from, but we kept hearing it.
And we weren't the only ones. I mean, everyone else had the there, yes, like
yes,
that.
like that.
So we're like, but I looked down because we're like kind of halfway up. So but people were kind of slouching in their seats, so I couldn't tell. And whoever's sleeping was probably definitely slouching in their seat. But I assume they had to be there with somebody.
No, they probably went by themselves. They're like, I can't sleep.
I'm going to go watch this movie with explosions. There we go, like a baby.
Sleep right through it.
It was basically what happened. I'm
Sounds
like,
of comfort.
You paid for this.
They wanted to sleep
They
that badly.
wanted to sleep that badly because it was like, the movie's not that boring, or at least maybe the opening credits, which is where they fell asleep. Actually, at first I didn't even notice it, I don't think. But then thankfully, my lovely fiancé noted it to me, and then I could not stop hearing
Well,
it.
I couldn't stop hearing it.
So
I
she
was like,
wanted me
where
to-
is that coming from? And he's like, what? I'm like,
So
don't
I
you
couldn't hear
that?
anything. I was fine.
Don't you hear someone snoring?
Listen, right there. Oh, great. Now I can't unhear
I can't
it.
unhear it. Like, I can't stop hearing it
Share
now.
the love.
It was like, so, and yeah, it was like, and whenever I'd hear him, like, really? Is it no one gonna, like, just nudge it? Even if he came alone, I think someone in his row would be like, because it's got to be right next to them going,
Oi.
something. Because actually, later on, there was somebody sitting kind of in one of the front rows on their phone, like, bright as day, but you could see it, like, just there. And someone in our row, or up
Darkest
higher,
night.
is like,
Yeah,
hey,
but
stop
so-
using your phone.
Or like,
something
turn off your phone.
Right. So they said something. There was someone willing to say something, but I don't think they could pinpoint where the snoring was come from. So they couldn't tell who to.
Well, the thing is, the explosions aren't waking him up. A shout is not going to wake him up.
Maybe you need to like throw some Mike and Ike.
I was going to say, if
There you
only
go.
we'd been, armed with some Mike and
Now
Ikes.
you know.
Chewed up ones.
Chewed up ones.
They have to be
Can you
chewed.
imagine that? But you actually figured out where that person was, and then you just chewed up Mike's,
Like a-
and like just like in different spots. And then when the film's actually over and they wake up, it's like they're covered and all stuck to it.
That'll teach you.
So you just make it rain, Mike Ikes.
Yeah, make it rain.
Just see how much it could take. It's like, still sleeping.
Let me see if I can land this red hot in his mouth.
Wait for it. Use the force.
You just probably killed the guy. And it's like CPR, CPR.
It's quiet now.
It's okay.
And then everyone's like, yeah!
It's like, yay, I
I'm like-
don't think he's breathing anymore. But the
That's
movie's
okay, we
still
can
going.
watch now.
But yeah, that was fun. Hearing guys snore through an entire movie, more or less. Have you ever fallen asleep during a movie?
Nope.
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 Yeah.
I paid for it. I can stay awake for it.
Well, yeah, but I mean, just being so tired that obviously has that
Well,
to
if-
be you.
I
Or
were
if it
too
was a movie
tired
that
to
you didn't
actually-
really want to see, you're just like, okay.
Well, I've done it. Like, if it's a movie like I got dragged to and I really didn't really care to see it.
In that circumstance, which movie was it?
Don't remember.
Because she slept through.
I know people fell asleep through Star Wars.
Like what, the original?
No, I think
bad
Phantom
ones.
Menace.
So then
when
they
that first
enjoyed
came
the
out.
movie.
Like the prequels.
Well, the first one didn't really have that much action, so there was a lot of good sleeping portions. You just wake them up at the end, kind of thing.
The
hey,
droning of the pod racing, like Sebulba's
Just
pod racer, like
lulled to sleep.
and you're like,
yes.
I've walked out of movies before, but
because people are snoring.
no.
Kick-
I
your
fell
chair?
asleep during
Just because
Two
it's
Towers.
boring.
the Two Towers. What was the second one?
2 Towers.
Two Towers. I fell asleep during Two Towers.
So you gotta make up for it by watching the director's cut.
Oh no.
Yeah, you gotta watch
Trilogy.
all of them. They're
No.
good. I have them.
Director's cut trilogy marathon.
Those extra
Yes.
scenes.
You know what? It's funny because we just discussed that at work today.
So that's
What?
what, sleeping
Like,
during
no,
Two
no,
Towers?
not sleeping, but actually
That seems
watching.
exact. Director's cut?
It's
Extended.
The
Lord of
extended,
the Rings, right?
extended
Yeah.
version.
Oh, okay. So yeah, no,
Yes.
they were talking about like watching the Lord of the Rings like one after the other after the other. So it's just interesting. We're talking about it now.
That's hardcore.
Put you to sleep. She's watched them.
I have them.
She has them and has actually watched them.
I've yet to
Marathon
watch them.
mode?
No, just separately.
Disappointed.
Well, because I bought them all separate after they came out.
What?
I bought them after each movie came out, so it wasn't like they were all together.
Yeah, I think I bought it. I didn't buy it till way later, till it was like a trilogy pack, but the extended trilogy pack all put together on Blu-ray.
So
Yeah.
you marathoned it.
No, it's still wrapped in plastic.
So you're
Most of our
close.
stuff.
So he's gonna sell it on eBay sometime in the future.
It's gonna be
No,
worth
though,
a
by then
lot.
they'll have another extended edition, like the extendiest edition.
It's gonna be bundled with the Hobbit trilogy.
There you go. That's
Extended edition.
super long, and you're gonna have to set aside a weekend to watch it. Yay!
The 48-hour pack.
The 48-hour pack.
Wear diapers.
I know. For the hardest of the hardcore. Wait, which movie did you walk out of then?
Sleepless in Seattle.
Wow.
I think-
Why?
I think
I
in
like that
I think
one.
in 8th grade. I think I was in 8th grade.
What was? I mean,
It's an adult movie.
It was so boring. I think that was the only movie I've ever walked out of. Sleepless in Seattle.
I've never seen
we
it,
cannot
so-
watch movies together or listen to music.
mm,
The stuff I like, she's like, no.
That's insane.
now, do you think if you watched it now, you might appreciate it more? Maybe in 8th grade.
I've seen it after.
So you have watched
yeah,
it?
I've watched it after that.
And you didn't walk out of those viewings?
No.
And like you put it in the DVD player? No, and then left your house.
No.
So you have watched it and you're like, okay, and
Yeah.
you think it's fine now, but
Yeah,
at the
I think
time,
it's, yeah, right.
you're just like, your 8th grade mind's like, this is boring.
Yes.
That's a different
Leaving.
mentality, because, what was it? We were watching Up with,
My nieces.
yeah.
Mm.
And,
I was bawling.
yeah,
Yeah, they were
as
boring.
more of an adult, you get hit with the feels. And as a teen, still, like, going beginning of high school, like freshman or
Tweens.
something like
Was
that.
a tween.
Freshman
and-
year of high school or in kind of end of middle school, you're like, this is stupid. I don't get it. Why is everyone?
Dumb.
Why is this supposed to be sad and emotional? I was laughing because it's too funny.
Meanwhile, Claudia over here using all the tissues, just like
The
done.
tissues. I didn't know I was supposed to be crying at these blessed movies.
Oh, this is when
And
this is the first
sub-
time you're watching
every
it then.
subsequent Pixar movie after that.
Oh.
It's just any freaking movie nowadays. I'm just the one crying.
Oh, speaking of which, the Good Dinosaur. I guess the people at D23 saw an extended clip of the Good Dinosaur, and they're like, what happens to that dinosaur? And kind of like his family in the beginning, hits you with the feels like so hard. And they're like, one of the people in another podcast I was listening to, she was like, I don't want to see this movie anymore because it just made me feel so bad watching that little clip. It's like it's
Yeah,
so
that's-
emotional. Like, bring tissues.
No, that should be Pixar's things. It's
That
like
is.
well, it should be like bring
Your
the
movie
tissues,
ticket comes
we'll
with
give you
a
the
tissue
feels.
pack.
There you go.
That's the thing, or because oh god,
But it's been working for them.
It has.
But the thing is,
Well,
like,
like-
it's not the whole point of
like
the movie, though.
Inside Out. Like I was freaking crying at the short. It's the short.
How'd you feel about it?
Carrie?
Carrie?
About what?
Inside Out.
Oh, that was really sad, and it made me feel suicidal.
See?
Suicidal tendencies.
Completely. There was no upside for her. At least, at some point, most people are like, oh, yeah, that kind of ends happy.
It was so
Nope.
depressing to me.
It went so far down that
Yeah.
there was no...
Like at the end of the movie, I was just completely sad, and I was just like, okay, I need
Seriously?
to just go walk off a cliff now.
Yeah, so... Apparently, they can go too far.
Really?
And with the Good Dinosaur, apparently,
Apparently.
they did.
Yes.
According to the D23
And-
people.
Oh man.
And John Lasseter, I think he was quoted during one of the things, I forgot exactly what he said, but it was like, yeah, in the Disney movies, somebody always dies. Pretty much. So that's kind of one of the things, and Pixar is continuing along that path.
That's the path you want to continue.
We
We
must.
gotta kill somebody.
Who will? It's gonna be like The Walking Dead.
Like-
Who's the next one to go?
Except
Except Disney.
The difference is the Disney and Pixar movies, they make you really like that character before they kill him. And in The Walking Dead, you're like, thank God they're dead now. They're so
Oh
annoying.
my goodness! Thank you
Mufasa.
for being able to kill them. Nope, Disney's gonna scar you.
That is
I see what
true.
you did there.
Well, they always only have like one parent too, right?
Dang you.
Long live the king.
I'll show myself out.
File it.
I will not file that, actually.
Dad.
This is his favorite movie, so he can probably quote the whole thing.
Lion King's your favorite movie?
Yeah.
How about
He
that?
doesn't like you. Sorry. I don't like you either. You just watch yourself. We're wanted men. I have the death sentence on 12 systems. I'll be careful. You'll be dead!
It's been waiting the whole podcast to do it. We totally would pass the Star Wars stuff. Finally got
Bringing it back.
Yes.
Brochacho.
Oh, is that what that was? I was like,
We missed it during the Star Wars segment. We brought it back. You didn't get the music. There you go. Now everyone will know what you're talking about.
And then Obi-Wan steps in. This little one's not worth the effort. Oh, that sounds weird.
Was that your British?
I went somewhere else.
I don't even know what you
started
I
said.
was like, which one
Come,
was
let
that?
me get you something. Pulls out a blaster, and then the bartender, no blasters! No blasters! Lights here.
Is it a British lightsaber? There we go. I believe you should do the rest of the podcast in your British accent because it was awesome.
As Grand Moff Tarkin.
Yes. We're back to Star Wars again.
No, we were on Inside Out.
Oh, right.
No, but the Disney films I was saying, like, they always usually just have, like, one parent or...
yeah.
Someone's
right.
already dead.
Yeah, usually.
A death has happened. Well,
Or-
they've said that before.
Or they kill
They
off-
kill him off.
Kill off
Yes.
one parent.
If they haven't killed them yet,
Or they kill both. As in Frozen.
a 2-for-1.
Spoilers.
Sorry. Let it go.
Go build snowman.
Do you wanna build a snowman?
Sandwiches.
The best Disney movie.
Love is an open door.
You're trying to come up with a good pun for that one? They do die in that one. Everybody dies, apparently, in Disney.
Apparently.
Eventually.
Eventually.
I was trying to think of anyone where everyone's fine. Wait. No. Toy Story. No, that's Pixar. Does that count? Are we talking Pixar and Disney? Oh, wait, no, she's alone. The mom's alone, so I guess that's one parent. We don't
Yeah.
know what happened to the other
Right.
parent. Right.
What?
Okay.
In Toy Story.
Because
The mom.
the mom's...
Wait,
it's just-
wasn't the dad driving at the end of the movie when they were moving?
So the dad's there. He just... I always keep
And then-
remembering the mom, but I never remember the dad. Is dad there? Is the dad gone?
It's a single mom.
It's a single mom. That's what I was trying to wonder. I was
So
like,
who's the guy driving then?
is there a guy driving? Or is it
I
the
don't
movie?
know. Didn't you just say
That's
there's
the
a
In the van?
oh boyfriend?
No, they had the moving truck, and then there was the station wagon that they were all in.
So she's not driving in that one?
I don't think so.
Huh. Well, that was my kind of guess at like two parents, but yeah, I think it's just the one there too.
It's
Just-
okay. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
What about Tangled?
Oh, wait.
They're not dead. They're just
No, it's
separated.
Separated.
So still
Well,
alive.
they did kill off this kind of the mom figure who raised her in the beginning. Kind of.
Huh?
It's just well, I know what you're talking about.
Mother Gothel.
Yeah, but that's just means she's the bad guy. Bad guy.
But yeah, they're still alive. They make it to the end of the movie.
Oh no, The Incredibles is
But they were about to execute Flynn. Actually, they did use that as a mechanism to... Well, he got stabbed. Spoilers.
Oh, yeah.
He's like... And then he actually did die. Yeah. And he came back to life.
So he still died, so we still count that as a death.
Yes.
One in the death column.
Eugene. The way she says it. Eugene. Emphasis.
Syllable.
Oh yeah.
Meet the Robinsons. In the beginning. Well, his parent...
He's an orphan.
He's an orphan. I was just thinking of the family, but they're not dead. They're just gone. It's semantics.
There was no dad in the picture whatsoever.
Right.
All these are single mothers.
Yeah.
All the single mothers. Oh,
Yeah. That is basically what it is. They always kill one or two or disappear them beforehand. Huh. What a bummer.
Bambi.
He's got both of them.
I cannot watch that blasted movie.
For a while.
No, I don't want to watch it.
Can you watch it up to a point and then stop?
No, I just
like,
don't want to watch it.
this is where it turns. No. Never mind.
No, cannot. No.
But there's happy times until there's a really, really bad moment.
But you can call me Flower.
Yeah, happy.
Was that the skunk?
Yes.
It's when Thumper's teaching him what things are.
Right.
Like butterfly and flower, and then the skunk pops up. He's like, flower. And it's like, that's not a flower. And then he's like, it's okay. He can call me Flower if he wants to.
Which sounds...
A step away from Herbert the Pervert.
Mm-hmm.
Just add a little bit of a whistle lisp to it. I'm trying to think of more TV shows.
What that we watched?
Get Smart. Get Smart?
Was that Disney?
No.
No, you said TV shows.
Oh.
I thought we went back to the TV
okay.
shows.
You said,
You
I
said
was trying
TV
to
shows.
think of more TV shows. So I was
There's
like, Get
inadvertent
Smart.
segue then.
It was like, wait, what? You wanted to stay on Disney? Well, because we were watching, because we were originally talking about the TV shows we were looking forward to coming back.
Well, I guess not Get Smart then.
Is that coming back?
I don't
Now,
think so.
they already made a movie with The Rock and Steve Carell and
What movie?
Get Smart.
Get Smart.
Wait, is it already out?
It's
was
been out.
It was a while ago.
Yeah.
They made that movie.
But I don't want to see Steve Carell in that. I really like that one.
That was in
growing up.
2008.
The movie came out.
The remake of
Wait,
it.
what's the rating?
6.5 stars out of 10.
I liked it.
I don't think I've watched it.
It's it's pretty good. They
I'd
try to
rather-
pay an homage to the TV show.
Did they have the phone shoe?
I think he.
I bought the DVD.
I
It
think-
came in a phone shoe case.
Well, so
I
you
never
apparently
watched
own it.
The old ones.
Apparently.
Apparently.
The old one. Yeah, I mean it's not the same, but it's got The Rock in it. The Rock makes everything
Yeah,
better.
but I like the old ones.
And Anne Hathaway.
And Anne Hathaway, Princess Diaries.
Meh.
The Rock's gonna be in something else coming up.
The Rock is in like everything lately.
He's gonna be in the Jungle Cruise,
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
The movie.
the movie
Live action.
with The Rock. I don't even know what they're gonna do. He was, I think, in something he posted, he made reference to Johnny Depp making the Pirates of the
his-
Caribbean
On his Facebook page.
Facebook
I
page.
believe.
Well, he's also doing Rampage. The Rampage movie.
I like playing that video game,
But it's going to be a movie.
which is gonna be weird.
Right.
because it was like a person that turns into a monster and then goes and you have to destroy the buildings
Yeah.
and eats people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. You
Good.
just explained the entire game. I don't know how you build
really
a movie
like
across.
playing that game though.
Well, I mean,
Well, they made a movie out of Battleship.
no, they didn't. They made something. I
It
guess
was a
it had a
movie.
beginning, a middle, and end, but apparently it wasn't really Battleship.
Apparently.
You say apparently quite a bit.
Apparently.
On purpose.
Hmm.
With purpose.
It feels like it, doesn't it?
But he'll make up for that when he does Shazam playing Black Adam. 2019.
I thought you were saying
Yes, I will be playing Black Adam. Yes, it's me.
Shazam!
I was saving it. Didn't want to spoil it. Thanks, man.
You're welcome, man.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing the new season of Arrow.
I
trailer
heard
looks-
Constantine is going to be
Yes.
bringing him into
Yes.
We did watch they had a trailer that they just released recently, and it had a bunch of stuff. Like, it had a lot of
looked
quick
really
images for
Really
stuff, and
good.
one of them was Constantine from the show. That
See,
was canceled.
I have not seen Arrow, but I'm only going to just watch the episodes where Constantine makes an appearance.
Well, how will you know? You'll have to watch Arrow then.
Man, I wonder what would happen if you just jumped into Arrow now. It's how much season is this?
It's going to be the fourth
Fourth?
season, I
It
believe.
feels like it was longer.
Yeah.
It's
Well, it's because it's like 22
It's-
episodes per
Yeah,
season.
there's a lot
I
of
gotta
episodes.
admit, as much as I like Arrow, it's a slog. The first season is a bit of a kind of drags along.
So skip the first.
But a lot of the things are built in the first season.
Right.
Like a lot of the characters. That's
So
the problem.
get the cliff notes and then watch the second.
Maybe that'll work better. Because I admit, and I think people warned me before. It's like, that first season, at least the first half of the first season, is kind of a slow watch, and then it picks up. It's kind of like watching a TV version of Batman, to be honest, because he's always brooding about everything. But this current season, the trailer we saw looked really awesome. But it's all built on everything they've done so far. So you can't really enjoy all the awesomeness. Although you can enjoy Constantine, because I think he's in a few episodes where, I guess earlier in it they were trying just to go try to keep it grounded, the series Arrow grounded, so no kind of magic or superhuman kind of stuff.
They're doing more dark, too.
Well, now, then,
I
or
think
now,
so, right?
yeah, it was pretty dark.
It was pretty dark, and that's not what the people want.
Well, it was the first. It came out before Flash, so they were essentially making Batman, except they couldn't use Batman, so they used the Arrow. Now they're into more magic and mystical stuff, apparently, because they have.
Oh, and then they're gonna do it on a lighter side because
Right.
that's what the fans like.
Well, because it's like you're saying, he likes the Flash, which is going into its second season, and it spun off of Arrow.
Right.
But he took a different path. It went a lighter route. It's
Right.
not nearly as dark.
It's more humorous.
It's more fun.
Lighter.
It's
more
lighter.
Fun.
And it's funny because you were telling me they were doing crossovers with Arrow because they were worried that the Flash wouldn't be able to, sustain itself.
Right.
Sustain
They're gonna try to boost Flash by doing
crossovers
with Arrow, but it was actually bringing ratings up for Arrow by having the crossovers
It
with
worked the other
Flash.
way around.
right
Yes.
because people like the Flash and they're like, oh, okay, I'll watch the Arrow if the Flash is in it, kind of thing. So it's like you're telling me now they're going to try to
Do it on the lighter side.
brighten up
Yeah.
Arrow, because Arrow is. But some people dig that. That's the thing,
Right.
So I mean, I wonder how those people will react to a lighter Arrow as opposed to as dark and brooding
Well,
as he's been.
You're still talking about Arrow or the Flash? I kind
We
of
were
got lost.
kind of talking about both.
Okay. Yeah, I'm excited for Flash.
Right.
I haven't seen anything of Arrow really,
That's understandable.
and I'm curious, but I don't want to slog through the first few seasons.
Only a half a season. I can't really defend it. I mean, I like Arrow now. I still like the Flash better because of those reasons. I think I not so much in the brooding, but I watched the Arrow just so I could, because everyone's like, oh, it gets good. Season 1.5. Like, okay, fine.
Yeah,
So-
but in season 2 of The Flash, they're supposed to introduce the multiverse.
Oh my gosh. Season 2 of The Flash. Well, the end of season 1 was just like, they just opened up the entire door to like anything they wanted to do. Which
Yeah.
apparently is the multiverse. Awesome. I didn't think they'd go. That's interesting that they go do that too, because they try to keep it narrow, like, especially like in Arrow, they keep it pretty not go too big. They make references to like the Flash and to cities of the DC world, like Coast City and Metropolis and stuff like that, but they didn't go anywhere. But this Flash one, where they're just opening up the multiverse, they can just do anything they want now.
And different Flashes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I didn't want to spoil anything, so I won't. I was going to say something that happened at the end of the Flash.
Yeah.
But I think the current stuff the trailers and stuff have already said what it is.
Yeah, multiverse, time streams, etc., etc., etc.
Because they're bringing back the first Flash, not from the series, but the original Flash in the comic books. I think Jay Garrett, like the one with the guy that looks like the flower delivery guy with the helmet with the
FTD direct or
that's
something.
yeah, that guy. He looks like that guy, or maybe that guy looks like him. But his helmet was you see that in the episode that kind of like, what are they doing kind of thing. You've seen all of the season, right? The first season of Flash? Or have you not seen everything?
Yeah, I think I finished the first season.
Yeah. And I'm excited for Flash. And since it's connected to Arrow, that means they could do crazy stuff with Arrow too. Since it's connected to Flash, and they could have even more crossover fun. Except they can't have Batman or Superman. Apparently. But you're excited for The Flash. Anything you've been watching, Claudia? Or are you just watching The Flash with him?
Well, it's mainly he kind of takes over the TV.
Ah, okay. It's Ben's fault.
I'm kind of excited about, this is weird me saying it, but Doctor Who coming back.
Doctor Who's going to be back this month, so in September.
Is it a spoiler what you told me
What did I
Most
tell you?
likely, probably.
about who's coming back?
Oh, okay. Well, I saw it on the internet, so if you have the internet, it's not a spoiler.
Possible spoiler.
But it might be a spoiler, so... But then it's only a spoiler if you've watched the series but don't try to keep up with it. But you guys don't watch it, though, right? Oh, she won't get because she never saw that season.
Oh, so it won't matter anyways for you.
It won't even
Claudia's
matter.
holding her ears because she doesn't want to hear.
No spoilers for Claudia.
Okay, well, go ahead and say it.
So they're bringing back... You're not listening, right?
The Flash.
Twist.
Oh.
Not done yet. Keep them close.
Give me a hand signal. At least you guys are finished.
Okay, I'll do it like a thumbs up. They're bringing back River's Song from
Oh, yeah, I
the
did read
past
about
season.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's
But
gonna
for
be
like
really
one, I don't
cool.
think they're doing a full blown bring her back, but they're she's coming back for one so far, and some people-
Episode?
yeah,
Okay.
just one episode so far, and I'm excited. 'Cause
I'm excited too. I really liked her character.
I don't think that was really a spoiler.
They did. They kind of been putting out there on the internet because they had the picture of her in front of like the mirror. I got, oh, okay.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, that
Well, I
was-
haven't been following anything about Doctor.
It's the only thing I've
so-
ever seen. I haven't really been following it. I think it just, when it was announced, it was just posted everywhere. Just that.
Like
Yeah.
the X-Files?
Yes. X-Files is...
So it's gonna be Capaldi.
Right. So she's coming back for the Christmas special. So there's been a time.
Oh, yeah, the Christmas special. Yeah,
I don't know what they're doing for the Christmas special, but she's going to be part of it in some way. She's going to be interacting with Capaldi, which is interesting because he's older. He's kind of the oldest Doctor, because she interacted with Tennant one
Wasn't-
time.
She's saying, like, every time we come back, he's getting younger and younger, and he's forgetting more and more of me.
I think
during-
so.
Well, because it's interesting when he first meets her, when the Doctor first meets her, she thinks he looks so young because she's used to seeing him older, is what she says. She's like, oh, you look so young, but she knows it's him, kind of thing. But Capaldi would be the first one that's actually older, because Matt Smith was younger.
Right.
So he was getting younger.
And Tennant, because she had that one episode, right?
Well, Tennant, yeah, but from Tennant to Smith, he got younger.
Oh, was he younger than...
I think, yeah, Smith is younger than
okay.
Tennant.
The youngest Doctor Who.
Ah, okay.
And then now Capaldi is actually older, but she does refer to knowing him when he's older, kind of thing. So some people are speculating this could be kind of what she was talking about when she's talking about meeting him when he was an older version of himself. But it's hard to say. And I think they weren't even planning on... People wanted her to come back, but I think Matt Smith kind of wanted to keep her as part of
The 11th Doctor.
as
Yes.
that as his Doctor. And Moffat also kind of hinted that he was like, yeah, that's kind of all in there and that's wrapped up.
Right.
But I guess a lot of people are like, they like the character, and she didn't die. Well, not then. She died a while ago, but she didn't finish or anything, so she could come back in this one. Of course, a lot of people want Jack Harkness to come back too. Actually, they want
Torchwood.
they want him to come
But
back.
he's on Arrow now, so he's not coming.
Well, she's on Arrow too.
Oh, she is on Arrow.
Arrow just
they
gets
all
people
go to
from-
Arrow.
Was Matt Smith on Arrow? Oh no.
He'll be on there next.
It was weird. There's
Eventually.
a reason when we were watching Arrow, it's like, hey, that's Jack Harkness. Oh wait, no, he's somebody else.
And then Harry Dresden.
Justin. For us, we
For
like
us,
that,
yes.
And there's River Song. Huh. What do you know?
River Song.
River's Song.
River Song.
Right, that too. But yeah, I'm really excited. Finally coming back. I don't know how long it's been away.
Seems like it's been a while.
But yeah, it's coming back. So I'm also with you looking forward to that as well. Were you looking forward to The Walking Dead? Isn't that coming back? Because I know you're a resident Walking Dead fan.
Oh yeah, we just watched Fear the Walking Dead last week, and we had a lot that we talked about as soon as that ended.
We saw the first 2 episodes. We saw the first one, and then the second one had just come out, so we watched that as a group.
Yeah, we were catching up on that.
What'd you think of it?
I was about to ask you that.
Okay. Well, we've seen Walking Dead. I think Claudia's seen it. But Carrie's never seen Walking Dead.
I've seen like maybe 15 minutes of one episode before.
So basically, you still haven't seen it because you
Right.
really can't. You'd have to watch a bit of it before you got a really good feel. So, what do you think of Fear the Walking Dead? As someone who's never seen any of really the Walking Deads,
I guess it was okay.
you can be honest. It sucked.
No, I didn't think it sucked. I just kind of thought
Everyone was an idiot.
everyone was kind of corny and like, why would you do that? No one would ever do that in real life.
I think that's one of the things is that they were kind of talking about. This was the director, or this was supposed to be in a universe where, I guess, how we're used to having horror movies and stuff like vampires, werewolves, zombies, and all that. It's not something that really exists in that world. So
Do they just not have zombies, or do they not have like any of that stuff?
I don't know.
They've never even heard of a horror movie.
That part's not really clear. But
they've never heard of zombies. We know that for sure in this world. Those don't exist.
That's one of the things is like something's obviously wrong with him, and then you walk right up close and like, hey, can you hear me?
Hey, buddy.
Can you see me?
Hey, buddy.
Are you okay? Why are you trying to bite me? Ow!
Which even in a world
Stop trying to eat me. Ah,
where
shoot him.
zombies don't exist, you'd still avoid the homeless guy trying to bite you, or the homeless looking guy. You don't go close to those people anyway. So, which is extra weird that they're so readily like, "Hey, you okay, buddy? Your jaw's missing."
Well, but then I guess like you'd say that it's because it's people that they know, so maybe they feel like, oh, like, I should see if they're okay, but maybe if it was a stranger, they wouldn't go up to them as much as if it was a friend or a colleague or something that they saw.
Yeah, I guess so. Although they are kind of bloody and disheveled and shambling.
Well, that's why
and
they're
look dead
walking
looking.
up to them to see if they're okay.
That's the other thing too, is like, since this is just happening right now, they're not like all decayed and everything. They still look fairly normal except for the eyes.
Right.
And maybe like bleeding from somewhere.
But I'd be nervous. Like, I'm not looking to give them a hug. Which is how close they seem to always want to get to them, like in biting distance. I'd be like, okay, I'd keep my distance, kind of thing. And these aren't like fast moving zombies or anything. These are slow moving ones, so they move slowly. Except for, I guess, when they lunge.
Well, the opening scene for Fear the Walking Dead, maybe spoilers. I don't think it is, but say it anyway. Spoiler alert. When the first character that you see kind of faces off with the zombie and he doesn't know what to make of it, and he just bolts out running from the place, and he's running full tilt, and it's like, nope, zombie's way back. Okay, he's way back there now. Or
left him in another time zone, basically. But he, like you're saying, he doesn't know what they're capable of. Could be a runner, like from 28 days later, even though they don't know that exists. But
or 28 weeks later.
Thank you.
Or no, 28 days was the first one. 28 weeks was the second.
Oh, I didn't even
sequel.
know that was a thing. I just say it wrong. Oh, okay, so but in that series, they're all fast zombies, or
they hear a noise and they just run after you.
Exactly. So they could be like that, but in Walking Dead, they are actually walkers. Well, they don't have that name yet, though.
Well, this is supposed to take place in modern times, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So they never heard of zombies before?
Zombies don't exist in this world, or zombie movies and such don't actually exist in this version of the world.
Well, because doesn't that kid talk about zombies, though, or what was he saying?
No, he's saying his character almost comes across as not like a doomsday prepper, but like kind of one of those conspiracy.
Oh.
Well, the thing is, he had been listening to stuff like he was reading up on the stuff on the internet and everything that he could find out, because he was, I guess, on not the news feeds, but like the threads and stuff. But no one was really talking about it on the news.
Because there's still the internet, so there's the small little here. Because it was happening in different parts of the U.S. at least. He's like here and here and here.
Yeah, he does make reference to the other cities in the U.S. like Chicago and all this, like cases that pop up, and he's like putting things together.
And I guess what kind of combines that with like not zombies, but like you need to be prepared because things are happening.
Like there's an outbreak or something, right? Like a virus or disease.
Yeah.
So they just think it's diseases,
not
like
zombies. Yeah.
Yeah. So like it makes you sick and kind of like sick in the head, I guess. Mm-hmm. So it makes you violent, and it's like you have to protect yourself and kind of ride it out, and that's kind of where he was coming from. So not really. It's like it's a zombie apocalypse and we're all gonna die, and you gotta not like its Georgia counterpart, the original Walking Dead. And that was the other thing, is that it has a very different tone from
a slow one.
Yeah, and I think that was the biggest hurdle for me to get over, was like, okay, it's not the same, even though it basically has the whole name, The Walking Dead, but just Fear the Walking Dead.
Right.
And it's like, I can't get used to it, because I'm expecting all these things, and they build up the tension the same way in, like, oh, let me go check out this place. I'm going to walk in this dark room with my flashlight. And you hear the music kind of ramping up, and it's like, tension, no payout.
I kind of saw that coming pretty much, because I felt like that was what they were going to do for most, that they was going to do with, at least for the first episode, maybe the second episode, like they have where she's about to talk to the principal. Spoilers. It's all tense. Well, I mean, you have no idea what I'm talking about. Well, okay, spoilers. But it's a attention builder to builds to nothing. But I kind of knew that. I was like, they're not going to have. I'm supposed to believe, we might be a zombie or a walker or whatever, but you're just like, there's
that was the other thing.
Doesn't make any sense. Why would he be a walker now?
In this one, I guess they don't call them walkers.
Well, yeah.
Or they're not going to call them walkers.
Okay.
Because that was something that started off in the original Walking Dead, but then as they traveled around, they're like, oh, what do you call them? Freaks, biters, geeks. Yeah.
Whatever they called them, wherever they just decided to call them that. The walkers just happen to be the one the group we're following calls them walkers in Walking Dead.
Yeah.
But these ones, they haven't come up with anything yet.
So are they walkers?
In the grand mythos of The Walking Dead, they call them the walkers because
they don't have a
Walking Dead.
terminology for zombie. That doesn't exist.
But then are they fast moving? Are they just walking?
They're literally
just
walking.
Yeah.
Oh.
They just usually, the numbers game, there's usually a lot of them around. So even though they're walking, you tend to get overwhelmed, end up in a dead end, or just surrounded, and then that's how they usually get you.
And
It's like
Slowly.
playing Pac-Man.
They
like-
corner you.
Yeah. You got the ghost, and it's like, okay, I'm doing good, getting away from this guy, getting away. Like, crap, he's around this corner, I can't get out of that trap. Dead.
So it's like the same thing where once they get bitten, then they turn into a walker?
They're going to when they die, and usually when they get bit, they are bleeding a lot. So if they usually bleed out, die, then turn into a walker.
Well, not necessarily bleed out, too.
Well,
Like, you'll get sick, like ill, and run a fever, and then that'll kill you.
oh yeah, sorry.
And then you'll die and turn.
So the bite is going to kill you, and then once you die, you turn.
So there's no cure for... Once you're bitten,
Doesn't
then
he
it's pretty much
Cut off his something, his arm or something.
Like, so if it spreads,
I don't
then...
remember something different. Because there's no cure.
Are we
for
talking
it.
about Fear the Walking Dead, or just The Walking Dead?
Walking Dead in general.
Okay. Yeah, I guess one of the things is if you get bit, then if you amputate right away,
Then you
then it
can
won't
be
spread.
saved?
Because it won't travel through your bloodstream.
Oh.
You'll basically kind of get rid of that bad part of the limb.
That may be kind of a spoiler, but I can't remember where it happens, or if it even happens in this one. If I'm remembering.
No, it does.
Okay.
Yeah.
Somewhere they do that kind of thing. But not in the Fear of the Walking Dead.
So if you're like bitten in the neck or something, then you're a
Oh,
goner.
you're totally screwed.
You gotta chop off your head, like,
It seemed like a good idea at first.
it's like, where are you bit? I can save you. And he pulls his shirt, it's like, there's the bite mark. Never mind.
Never mind.
Here's a gun. One bullet.
Yeah. Actually, here's an axe. We need the bullet. Just right in the head. But yeah, the kid knows things, but gets the smallest knife in the history of the world to kill them with.
It looks more like a prison shiv.
Yeah, even that. It's just like, it was really weird. And he really wants his blade, and you could go anywhere and find a bigger blade than what he's sporting there. Probably, you could get a Swiss Army knife that was probably bigger than that kitchen knife he was using, that struck me as weird because him knowing what he was up against.
It looked like a steak knife almost.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
did look like a stick knife.
Yeah, it's like you're the guy, the dude that's kind of the closest to knowing what's going on, or at least having an idea of how screwed we all are. And he picked the smallest knife in history.
Well, I mean, he can't take like a machete or something.
Well, not
into
even that.
school.
Even that, he could have gotten something bigger, I assume.
Well, yeah, but he was trying to sneak in that little knife
Which was a weird
into
plan
the school
to begin with.
anyways.
By sneak in, he walked through the metal detector and hoped he wasn't going to have his metal... For someone so smart, it seemed like a weird maneuver.
Well, he knew that it was going to go off, but he was going to just try to walk it off and hide it like it was nothing. Like you
Right,
saw.
in the school that has metal detectors for a reason. He's like, I'm sure it was a bug.
Because all California schools have metal detectors.
Right, for a reason. So when they go off, everyone gets nervous, I'm guessing, because they're worried something's happening. It's not like, oh, it went off. I'm sure it's fine. He looks all weird and shady and stuff like that. I'm surprised he didn't just skip school, to be honest. Like, oh, bad things are happening. Better go to class.
Yeah, they even address that. They're like, only 5 students? Wait, you miss a few stops? It's like everyone's getting sick.
That's
or
what
everyone wants to stay home because they're afraid of the sickness.
Is it people saying, oh, because I thought it was they were actually just getting sick, but I didn't even think
It's a combination, I think. They didn't really clearly address it, but they kind of implied.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I didn't think of it that way, but yeah, that would make sense. Their parents would see it like, oh, these kids are getting sick. This is bad. Better keep them home.
And then some people started prepping early.
Yeah. I like that kid. Sad to see him go. Because I generally didn't like any of the other characters so far.
It's like they all need to die.
And that's not what you want from your protagonists.
Right.
Which was... I mean, I don't know about you guys, but at least from the original series, there were some unlikable ones that became favorites, actually, over time.
Are you talking about the TV show or the comics?
TV show.
Okay.
I've been reading the comics recently.
Because I know there's some characters in the comics which people really liked, and when it translated over the TV show, they're like, I really hate this character now, which sucks because I loved him in the comics.
Yeah, I just started reading.
It's like, now I want them to die.
So it's just how they're being played then by the actors that made him not like them?
How they're written in the show versus how they're written in the books. Because not all the characters in the books make it into the show. Because I just got to... in the books, I just got to where they first get to the first camp kind of thing, where he first meets up with everybody, and you first meet the whole camp. And I was reading, I'm like, oh, I don't remember these characters from the show. I'm like, oh, they must have taken them out for the show.
Or they kind of shuffle him in the timeline.
Maybe that too. I hadn't gotten far enough, but I was like, oh, there's a few different people here. So you could have had people that was your favorite, and they're just not there anymore. I'm like, oh, I guess they just got rid of them, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But you had a mix of people you liked and people you didn't like. And usually the people you didn't like, you were not supposed to like. They were unlikable characters. I get the feeling that some of these characters are supposed to be likable in Fear the Walking Dead. I'm not sure which ones, but...
I think the way they did it, where they introduced you to the characters and they didn't tell you anything about them, and you had to learn it on your own, that's supposed to get you to... or be used as a mechanism to get you to be more in favor with him. It's like, okay, well, I've
invested in trying to figure out who they are and what they're all about.
It's like, who's this guy? He's a cop, detective. He's a doctor. No, teacher.
And I think it feels like they're trying to create rounded characters, so flawed characters too.
But everyone's flawed.
But yeah, it's like well, everyone's got a flaw, but you like people even though they're flawed, but they all feel almost too flawed that you can't even like them. You just see the flaw because it's flaws that they have because they're just so kind of overwhelming over the character versus like, yeah, I like them. They got this little thing that's a problem, but I get it. They're in the situation, this and that. But I didn't feel that way. I just felt like I can't see past this annoyance with all the characters. They're just annoying in their own way,
right?
Their own special ways. But yeah, some people are saying that I read online that some people agree that they're all annoying, or they're like, well, then they have more room for an arc.
Yeah,
you can go from unlikable to likable.
Yeah.
Well, because someone brought up in Walking Dead the Daryl character. I think he begins in the earlier part of the series. He's kind of the outsider, the one you're like the loose cannon guy.
Right.
But then now he's a favorite. Like you can't kill him.
And he was created specifically for the series.
And oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's not in the comic books.
I didn't get to that point yet. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's kind of a bummer though. I like that character. But yeah, he's like,
which is why it's like if Daryl dies, we riot.
Yeah, but he didn't start off as that character.
No,
because
they paired him up with Merle, and everyone really hated. Yeah, they hated that character.
And he's supposed to be a hated character.
So he played it really well.
Yeah, it was really good. He really did take that character it worked well. It's like, you're supposed to hate this character. I hate this character. But the other character, I don't know how I was supposed to feel about him. but I don't know. And then by
It's
the
like,
now,
there's some good in him.
yeah, and now 4 seasons in, you kill him, we riot, kind of
Yeah.
thing. So I think people are saying, see, he had
Hopefully,
kind of an
hopefully it
arc.
doesn't take 4 seasons. Fear the Walking Dead.
It does feel like it might, but
But there's only 4 more episodes left of this current half season.
oh,
And then after that, it kicks in right into season 6 of The Walking Dead proper.
what did you think? Thought it was okay?
It was okay.
Would you want to watch more of it?
I'd watch it if it was on, but I wouldn't run to my TV to watch it.
If someone put it in front of you, you'd
Yeah,
watch it?
like if
But-
it was just on, I would watch it, but I wouldn't be like, oh, I need
Is
to
it-
go watch that.
Because you don't like the scary parts of it, or because this Fear the Walking Dead's so far has more of a soap opera type feel to it.
Well, don't they say that The Walking Dead is more like a soap opera too, but just with zombies?
Yeah, but when they kicked off The Walking Dead, it wasn't as much as Fear the Walking Dead is. You started off and it's like, okay, there's flashbacks to kind of help move the story along where needed, but then he's still dealing with the realities of walkers all around him and trying to just survive.
Right. It has a bit more of that zombie flavor without the intenseness of like them running from zombies and constantly like that, but you still felt that presence that the atmosphere created of being in the middle of this zombie thing going on, whereas so far in Fear the Walking Dead, it's not like that. It's still, the zombies are happening, but they're kind of far off to the side, just kind of still creeping in. In Walking Dead, it was already the atmosphere that he was in. So it still already had that built-in zombiness of it, but this one's like, well, the zombies are so far away that you're just like, well, this is a soap opera. Now they're in the middle of a riot, and there's zombies somewhere.
I don't know if I really care for the whole zombie thing. I think more
You can imagine there's something different.
like romancy vampires is more my thing.
Mm.
Not so much zombies. But it was okay.
Now, if you exchange them for vampires as opposed to zombies,
Then they can fly.
of course, they're really, really dumb vampires, like super stupid. But I mean, they would be deadly and slower. Yeah, I guess
Vampires
it wouldn't work.
aren't slow.
These ones would be slow and slow,
No.
both slow and slow.
No, then I wouldn't want to watch it.
So fast-moving vampires, then they really be in danger.
Yes.
Sexy vampires.
Well, sexy vampires just want to be sexy all the time, then with
Are
each
you
other.
talking about Twilight?
Talking about
We're
vampire,
talking about
Vampire
basically every
Diaries.
vampire thing
Vampire
that's
Diaries?
out
Vampire Diaries.
now. Vampire Diaries, Twilight, True Blood.
True Blood,
I
yeah.
didn't watch True Blood.
True Blood brings the sexy, I hear.
Eric,
Eric the what?
the Viking.
The Viking vampire?
Yes.
Ooh.
See, they're bringing back sexy, or they're bringing
Sexy
sexy back.
That's the one
Sexy
that
back.
Kevin Smith would go after.
He'd go gay
Okay,
Is
for
that what he
Eric.
said?
Yes.
because apparently he's a very, very much good-looking man. From what I've gathered him say, I've never seen it, so maybe if you see it, it being him and him it. But you don't really go for the True Blood. You've seen True Blood, right?
I watched like
But it's
part
not
of
really your thing.
the first episode, and I thought it was a little too
Graphic.
graphic.
She likes subtlety in her vampire ones, right? A little bit more romance.
like
Damon.
They go to the
and,
bedroom, the door closes, and then
Subtlety, yeah.
it pans away to the landscape.
Well, something for the imagination, you know. But that's not how True Blood rolls. They just roll it out. There you go. Bam. There it is.
Maybe I'll need to watch it to really see
Well,
if
I
if
guess
I-
that's
Break
is
some
good.
furniture.
Is that what
I'm
happens?
not sure you would care for it too much, though.
Maybe you need to get like a few episodes down. You know, like they say, you have to watch a few episodes of a show to see if you really get into it. Like, was it 3 episodes or something, 5 episodes, depending on what it is. And if by then you're not into it, then you're not going to be into it. How many episodes are there in True Blood?
There's 7 seasons.
7 seasons?
But it's only
So you just watch a
like
season.
I think I want to say it's 10 episodes, 8
Per season?
Oh,
Yeah, it's not like it's
22
that's Eric the Viking.
episodes.
That's right.
He looks pretty hot.
Well, at least he's got his clothes on. We could show that picture. We could put
Oh, but there are episodes with him with no clothes on.
right. That's what I meant. I was like, at least
I like abs. I like guys with
He has
nice
good
abs.
he's got them. Them the abs. The Viking and his abs.
Where's this one?
I think he's got too many abs. There's a few extra bumps there. I'm like, you might want to have that checked out. Like your abs got abs. You get a little bit weird.
My muscles have muscles.
His muscles got muscles. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous.
It's like a DC comic.
What do you think?
It's like watching Dragon
So,
Ball.
okay, because Eric is actually Alexander Skarsgård,
Right.
and his dad is
Oh.
yes.
Wait, I was like, why does that name sound familiar? Huh. That's
yes,
a weird little
That's the dad is the
doctor from Thor.
Exactly.
The one that helps Thor out. Yeah.
That is a cool last name though.
Doctor that helps Thor out.
In the movies, in the Thor movies, the doctor guy, the guy who comes up with the portals and stuff like that. The one guy that's not, the doctor that's not, what's her name?
Oh, right.
Or the other guy that's
Right.
there. That
now,
guy.
Now I remember.
Him is
Stellan, I think.
his.
Stellan Skarsgård. Is that it?
Wait, that's his dad in real life?
Yes.
Oh.
And he's a Viking. He's the Viking in that.
His
one.
abs don't have abs, though, do they?
Well,
No, not
you've
the
seen him
dad.
running around in his underwear. Was he even running around in his underwear? And that.
No, he was running around naked, wasn't
Oh,
he?
I think you're right.
Yes, he was running around
And there were
naked.
no abs to be seen. No abs.
He's like, my son's doing it.
I can totally pull this off. It's in the jeans, which I'm not wearing anymore. Yeah, I did not know that. Fun fact. There you go.
The more you know.
Yeah. So yeah, you could watch True Blood. One season is only 10.
Oh, and there's the other guy. But then, since he plays the dumb brother, it's like, eh. But he's cute too.
And they get nudity, right?
I think I'm more
'Cause it's on.
interested in the main character, though.
Who's the main character in True Blood?
Bill.
No, the girl.
Oh, Suki.
Yeah.
Suck it.
Exactly like that.
What is happening?
I don't know.
Well, it's about her,
It's
right?
like I was possessed.
Yeah, it's about her and her experiences, basically.
Yeah. Her character seems interesting.
Is she a vampire or is she a human?
Isn't she part fairy?
Spoilers.
She can't be
Is that a
glamoured.
Oh, I thought that'd be a first episode there.
No,
Well,
that's not.
Well,
a
'cause
Well,
she,
is that something
'cause
that's
she can
revealed
hear,
later?
She
But,
can
like, at the
hear
beginning of the
voices, right?
series-
Or something.
in the beginning of the series, what is she just? If they say that she's just human, was he hiding a banana or something? Smuggling walnuts.
Claudia's holding up her phone with a picture of the
banana
actor who
hammock.
plays Eric, the vampire.
And a
from
banana
Eric
hammock.
and his Viking. Apparently,
Apparently.
yes. He's definitely hauling Mjolnir in there. It's ridiculous.
But yeah,
It's like 3D. It's gonna poke you in the eye if you look at it too closely.
Ridiculous.
Yes.
Do bad things.
So I haven't read the books or anything, but
Oh, there's a book series.
It's based off the book series, right?
There's also the wolf.
Cause why not?
They all have abs.
You know what? Looking at like an Abercrombie and Fitch ad or something.
They all look like models.
Yes,
They just can't misplace their shirts all the time. Although if I look like that, I would never own a shirt again.
Well, I guess all werewolves
burn 'em
have
off.
abs, just like in Twilight. Jacob.
No, you'd look for a reason to take your shirt off. You got a paper cut. Shirt off. Then wrap your finger.
Yeah, no, that's ridiculous.
Okay, well here. At least she...
What the hell is happening?
Oh my. Okay, Claudia's holding up her phone with a picture of.
Entertainment
Rolling
Weekly?
Stone. No,
This
it's
is
the Rolling
Stone.
Stones cover.
They're
Of
all
True
naked and
Blood.
bloody.
Because vampires
Vampires.
and werewolves. Oh my. And fairies. Apparently.
Oh, it's everything.
It's all the things.
Yeah, but that would be kind of interesting, I guess, just to learn about all the
Yeah,
characters.
my brother and I watched the first season together.
That wasn't weird.
Awkward.
Hey.
Slightly.
Just look
We
away.
used to watch Benny Hill together.
You're comparing Benny Hill to True Blood?
Benny Hill was the true blood of its day. Everyone knows this,
Right? It
obviously.
was on late at night.
Exactly.
You just don't know. They just stole from Benny Hill, actually. But you haven't read the books then either. or
No,
anything.
I tried reading the books and I just couldn't get into the character.
The main character.
Right.
Well, but it
Have
is-
you read the books, Claudia?
For which one?
True
The
Blood.
Sookie Stackhouse.
Oh, yeah, I read.
Is that what it's called?
think The Sookie.
Sookie
Oh,
Stackhouse?
so it's not called True Blood. It's
No, they're No, they're not called True Blood.
so it's called. What is it called?
Sookie.
Sookie.
Well,
Stackhouse.
it's like the Southern Vampire series.
Oh, okay.
And is it
Basically.
her talking?
Yeah, it's all from
Yeah,
her point of
see,
view.
I think I started reading and I just didn't like her.
Yeah, no, I know I read for sure 8 books. I think I went all the way up to 10.
How many is in the series?
It's one
Is it an
se-
ongoing series still?
No, it stopped already. I think it went up to 13.
Oh, okay.
There's an end. Well, at least for the books.
Yeah, and now well, the author is Charlene Harris.
Right.
For those of you that want to go read
For
the
you
books.
book readers out there,
Yeah.
there's classy ones. Book reading.
Yeah. It just started getting kind of... I mean, as you read the book, she starts hooking up with like a whole bunch of different people through the books.
So it's a porn novel.
Well, and the thing is, it's like she starts off as a virgin.
Oh, so apparently by book
I
2?
give up on it. Apparently.
That's kind of like the Anita Blake
Did she start out as a virgin?
Well, no, but I mean, I think she's only had like one partner, and then like towards you get more and more into the series, and she has like a string of lovers all the time.
Isn't the
Is
Anita
this the
Blake
one-
series like 23 books in by now?
Something like that.
Right.
You've
Who's
read them all.
describing
I've-
something
yeah.
like someone got turned into a vampire while they were a virgin?
Oh, that's in True Blood. But
Okay.
the thing is, that's something that they brought into True Blood, but it's actually not part of the books.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's just something for the series that they
Uh-huh.
wrote
So
in.
basically, she
Fan
was turned
service.
into a vampire before she was still a virgin, and so whenever she does it, her hymen grows back.
That's weird.
bad things indeed.
Virgin forever.
Yep.
That's interesting.
Someone had that thought. We should make her a virgin, and since they regenerate, everything regenerates. So yeah, you can watch that.
Maybe I'll have to.
Give that a watch.
She's smiling.
Claudia approved, and Ethan approved.
At least for the first season.
Well, he watched all. He only watched the first season.
Well, no, we just watched the first season together, and then there was a point in time when I couldn't sleep, and I just binge watched all the second, the third, and the fourth season. I
Wow.
couldn't sleep.
Need some sleepy time, T.
Yeah, that's
Sleepy time.
yeah.
So she's seen at least 4 seasons.
And the first episode of the 5th season.
Gets better.
I like them. But see, the thing is, I have to watch them by myself because nobody else watched. Yeah.
Just talking about you.
What? Why is everyone staring at me?
Oh, one show I am looking forward to, But it's not gonna be till like next year. It pisses me off.
Shit.
Oh.
Lucifer.
Yeah. I was
I
thinking
was like,
after you said that.
What is Lucifer? For those.
Well, it's supposed to be, I guess it's from the Vertigo, which is DC Comics. And so basically, Lucifer decides to take a vacation from hell.
Semi-retires, I guess.
And he's set up in Los Angeles.
No, but he's cute and has a really nice accent.
British.
And he helps solve a murder.
Well, yeah, it seems like that's the premise of the show.
What
then.
if the devil decided to quit and move to the City of Angels? That's the premise.
That's all?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought there'd be
the
more.
premise that they gave.
Oh, I thought
But
there'd
it
be
looks,
more.
I mean, it looks good.
It's. I think when because we watched it after you guys said we should watch it, and it was good. I liked it.
Yeah, it was good.
It
I liked
I was saying it reminded me a lot of Castle actually. You got two
The
kind of
castle's
main
a
character.
devil now. I was gonna say,
Wait, what?
it's like Castle, but now he's the devil.
Oh, Castle is right. Sorry. Instead of Castle, the author in the TV show Castle, now it's the devil
Yes.
and a cop, which is what's in Castle.
Well, since they took my Constantine away, I at least now have Lucifer. Can we name one of our kids Lucifer?
You can name a cat Lucifer. It's like, you name it after Cinderella? No, it's for the TV show.
So if you name your kid Lucifer, does that mean he'll be like super cool and suave, like the one on TV,
Probably
And have a
not.
British accent.
and have a British accent?
That means we have to speak to him in a British accent
Oh,
while he's
you
growing
only
up.
speak to him in a
so
British
he gets
accent.
that.
You're only allowed to watch these Mary Poppins movies.
Or
Work on
Doctor
your
Who.
A really bad Cockney accent.
No, he can watch Doctor Who and
There's only BBC
yes,
This is
America.
only
BBC.
BBC, and
BBC.
that's it. That's the and
It's the only
anyone
channel
who
that
comes
comes-
over to the house, and it'll say in front, like in the front, assume your British accent.
Good, bad, or indifferent, it's gotta be British.
And then
then-
people make a mistake and they're using Australian accent instead.
It's still,
Good day, mate.
as long as it's not Canadian with the about.
A butte. Hughes.
When's that one coming out? Do they have like a?
I think
Next
it's
year.
just next
Just
year.
next year? Because they had the. Is that the pilot episode that we saw?
Well, they
Or is that
did
like
the
a-
pilot episode, I think, at Comic-Con.
Oh, okay. Because we saw something. Like, I guess it was the pilot.
That's
Or was it
probably, and then supposedly the pilot got leaked
Right.
online.
Might as well. If you want it to be picked up, gotta get people into it.
Well, it wasn't. I don't think it was actually leaked by the networks.
I don't know. I think even more and more are saying it's like, oh, they leaked it, and they're all like that because it does kind of work to drum up buzz, especially if people think that, oh, they really didn't want us to have this, so it must be, now I'm doing something bad. So, and then if you like it, you're like, well, they didn't want me to watch this, so I'm getting an inside peek, but they're just like, yeah, no, we don't want you to watch that. Grr, you took it, kind of thing. I think sometimes that's part of the marketing strategy is for them to make it seem like they didn't want you to have it.
Well, if you haven't seen it, if you go to YouTube, you can at least see a preview of Lucifer to get an idea.
Did you watch that one too? Have you watched the full pilot or just the demo?
The full pilot.
So you've watched the full pilot,
Yeah.
and you've seen what? It's not. We're not going to get busted. Don't worry about it. But it's out there. You could go watch it. You can go find it on the
Worldwide interwebs.
interwebs. We won't be linking to it, but it's out there, and we've seen it. It's good, but it's because I don't know if you watch the YouTube one, if you're really gonna be like, oh, that was interesting. because you might get like everything from the pilot, the same feeling that you get from the pilot, the full pilot, which is good. Go watch it if you can on the interwebs somewhere.
I guess there's a lot of controversy behind it too.
Oh,
A lot from, well, just because of what the
Like
series is
religious
about.
groups and such.
Yeah, there was a petition started by the right-wing Christian group,
Hmm.
and they're trying to get it canceled. And
Perfect
Need
then-
to
then.
freaking just mind your own business.
And then another one from
I
1
agree.
Million Moms to try to prevent the show's airing.
Is it because it makes the
Something about-
devil look cool?
I guess so.
Yeah,
But the devil is doing good.
you know, that kind
Sure.
of makes me think. I saw something pop up a few weeks ago where they said they linked to a clip of Married with Children, and they're
Okay.
like, "This is a show that would be canceled outright if it came out now, in this day and age. The way that they talk about everyone, how crude it is, and just in your face, like nothing's really held back."
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I think you're right.
Like anti-feminist, always making jokes about fat people and everything, and
Yeah.
there's you can still find people out in the world wearing no ma'am shirts.
You okay there, buddy?
Yeah. Well,
But
I was surprised nobody mentioned this show at all.
You do realize
Okay.
that was me, right? Not him.
no, I'm gonna go with him. Ah,
No, but I was kind of surprised like nobody mentioned this show at all. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 3 coming back.
Yeah.
And they're supposed to focus more on the Inhumans.
I did forget about that.
Did you finish watching it?
No. That's where they were going.
Yeah.
And they're going with that in the movies too, so everything's tied together. So it's not really any spoilers, but
And to really understand everything, you do actually have to watch it because to see how they get there, and it's pretty good how they build the path to what they end up doing with it. But yeah, no, I had forgotten about it. Definitely something I'm looking forward to
that and what, Agent Carter?
when it comes back because they swap. It's kind of like Walking Dead.
I don't
Fear
know.
Walking Dead.
Agent Carter just.
I think I liked Agent Carter better than Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
I don't know. Like both now, I'm just kind of.
But you have Jarvis, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like both of them.
And then
I like that they swap so I could like watch one and then watch the other. So I have something.
See, I just don't think they're just my type of shows.
yeah,
maybe.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. premieres Tuesday, September 29th. Agent Carter Season 2 will start in 2016.
Okay.
Daredevil's out on Netflix right now. Jessica Jones will premiere this fall, followed by Luke Cage and Daredevil Season 2 in 2016.
Something to look forward to. Also, one that I just remembered because the things I've forgotten was the Legends of Tomorrow. When's that? Is that? I think that's coming out next year, but it's a spin-off to both Arrow and Flash. So characters.
Yeah,
From-
2016. That one was what, the Atom and
You got the Atom, Black Canary.
White
Captain
Canary.
This
Cold.
would be White Canary.
White Canary.
Captain Cold, the fire guy whose name I can't ever remember. The Red Arrow or Speedy or
Arsenal.
thank you. I was running out of names, but yes, Arsenal. Someone else.
Firestorm.
Firestorm, that was it. Yes.
Rip
Fire-
Hunter.
And Rip Hunter is
Hawk Girl.
Hawk Girl also, but she's not spun off from anything.
Heat Wave. That's the name of the guy.
Heatwave.
Hawkman.
Oh, Hawkman's gonna be. I saw
Jade.
Hawk Girl, but I didn't see Hawkman. That's interesting.
Jay Jackson. And then recurring is Vandal Savage.
As the antagonist. He's
Yeah.
the bad guy for that one, right?
Bad guy.
Bad guy. Well, it's interesting that having Rip Hunter, a time traveler, which is like, it's such an interesting, like, that's where we're at. We're having basically a time traveling character played by somebody who was a time traveler in Doctor Who. I can't remember his name now off the top of my head, but he played Rory in Doctor Who, one of the companions of the Doctor as he travels through time.
Darville.
That's the guy. And now he plays a time traveler himself. Interesting casting. Just choose. He's already been a time traveler. Let's make him another one. Yes. But the aspect was, or the trailer, sorry, that I saw for it was really cool. Like where they're setting up the characters, like you guys are going to be legends and stuff like. Pretty cool. Of tomorrow, but not today. It's later. Someday.
Soon.
And it's pretty cool because these are all characters that are spun off from the other major series, but they were never going to be main characters because the main characters were always the namesake. So this gives them a chance to grow beyond what they would have if they just had them as secondary characters in the shows. If you're a fan of these characters,
right?
This gives you an opportunity to like have them grow as characters because they'll be the main.
So if you're watching The Flash or Arrow and you're like, I like these characters, I want to see more of them. Legends of Tomorrow.
They get their own show, and that's cool.
In a nutshell.
That's it, and it's interesting, and that they're just expanding this TV universe so wide.
It's almost like they're taking the Marvel approach, but just for the TV series, and not the cinematic universe, the DC cinematic universe.
It's kind of a bummer. I wish they would mix them, but I wouldn't want them to ruin the TV ones because they are really good.
Yeah,
that universe is really good.
I concur.
And they're about to start trying to build a cinematic universe. Who knows how that's going to turn out? So I would hate for it to ruin the TV one. So maybe it being separated is okay. And when you have what they're doing with the Flash, opening up a multiverse, it allows for multiple versions of the Flash to exist.
Right.
So not casting the TV Flash into the movies.
Maybe they might have a crossover to tie it in. It's like, oh look, this is this one part of the multiverse,
which is where the movies are set, and then the other ones where the TVs are set, and they're just different universes.
Yes,
you can have all of them, and you can have that Flash show up in either the TV show or vice versa. I mean, it might be confusing for moviegoers who don't watch the TV ones. Like, where the heck does the second Flash come from? But for the TV ones, you could have the cinematic one show up in the TV show, or like him cross over and just be like, "Oh, this is the Flash from a different universe," kind of thing. And it makes sense for comic books, but it makes sense, and you can cross them over that way. So you don't even have to have a single universe like Marvel, where you're trying to do all this stuff in one universe. You can have multiple ones, and like, well, this happened here. This affects this universe. That one happened over there. That one affects that universe. We don't have to worry about continuity between the two because they're separated. So you get your cake and you eat it too. Beautiful. If that's what DC's doing. I may be overthinking it.
Yes. That'll be
That's my prediction.
Your icing on the cake. Your cherry on top.
It's probably totally wrong, and they're probably going to somehow screw it up. It's the DC way.
For the movies, at least.
For the movies. TV show's strong. I like the comics. But we got the movie coming out next year, so I'm pumped to see it. Tentatively. Although they said that the executives did watch it, and based on what they saw from the movie, they greenlit 3 more Batman movies.
Huh.
Sucks to be Superman.
Which was supposed to be his movie to begin with.
Right.
It's like, not again.
Poor Superman.
It's like, it's not you, it's me.
He's so strong. He's the man of tomorrow. He just can't get a good string of movies to go. But you
Yes.
like the movies, right? That they've had so far. Superman Returns, Man of Steel. That's it, right?
Yes.
Superman Returns?
Is that what it was? Or am I saying it wrong?
I don't know. The one with Brandon
Rolf.
Rose?
Yeah, Superman Returns.
You liked it.
I like that one.
I think it got mixed, but you liked it, and I thought it was okay. Man of Steel.
I don't remember Man of Steel, but I think I liked it.
Oh, okay.
It's where he destroyed the city and killed people. Well, killed a guy.
Killed what guy?
The bad guy.
Oh, I don't remember.
Zod.
That guy. No?
Sod?
Zod.
Sod.
Kneel before Zod.
Sod?
Close enough.
Okay.
Yeah. That guy. He ain't getting another movie. But I think he's gonna cameo in other ones, so he'll show up.
He'll be in the multiverse.
That sounds about. I think we've gone pretty far, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how long we've gone. We've gone to many places though.
All over the place.
All over the places. That's pretty good. It's okay? She's nodding. It's good. I like it. She's getting tired. We're getting tired. Everyone's getting hot. Hot and tired. Hot and bothered. That's us. Taco Knights podcast. So, we'll just bring this one to a close right now. You can find us at Taco Night, or no, I don't have the website yet. Facebook.com/Taco Knights podcast for our Facebook one. We're still working on the page. I'm sure it's coming along somewhere. Do we have any emails?
No emails today.
No emails, but you can email us at taconightspodcast.
At gmail.com.
Thank you. And so to say anything, and obviously as you can hear from this podcast, we will talk about anything, whether we know a lot about it or not. Books or anything. I think Carrie reads a lot of books, so if you had any book stuff, and Steven too, we don't read so much, so. But we'll talk about anything. So, send in any questions or comments or anything like that you want us to talk about, or if we got anything wrong, which couldn't possibly have happened. So I'm pretty sure we nailed everything completely.
Nailed it.
Yep. Factual. But if you wanted to send something in, you can send it into that email address, and we'll be sure to take a look at it and probably read it on the air, especially if we got something wrong. Be happy to read it on the air, right?
Sure.
Yeah, there we go.
Probably not.
Possibly
It has to
not.
go through a vetting process.
Yeah. But you can send stuff there. And we're also on the Twitter, Taco Knights,
Just Taco Knights.
at Taco
At
Knights.
Taco Knights.
And then on the Instagram,
Taco Knights podcast.
Taco Knights
So
Podcast.
everything is Taco Knights podcast. It's just Twitter won't allow. It's 2 characters too long.
So yeah, we can't do it there.
Yeah.
But those are all the places you can find us, where we post stuff, say stuff, and everything like that. So, yeah. So reach out to us. We'll be, happy that you're listening. And if you want to remain anonymous, that's cool too. Just keep listening. But yeah, that brings us to this podcast. I've been your host, Keikoa, and with me tonight has been Ben.
Star Wars, yay!
Star Wars Jay, and our 2 special guests, Carrie
Goodbye and good night.
and Claudia.
Sayonara.
Yes. Perfect. Thanks for joining us, and thanks for listening. And we'll be back next time. Till next time.